Welcome to another Wednesday of TLU. Let's talk about it. My name is John.
And it's me, Ash. What's up? Oh, let me turn the
um,
volume down.
oh,
So sorry.
you everything good? All right, cool.
Yeah, I
Got
guess.
it. Hey, anyway, thank you guys. Thank you. This is another Wednesday of news discussions and a lot of fun stuff
A
that
lot of chit chatting
we
on
try
and
and
about.
bring. Yes, that we try and bring every single Wednesday. Sorry, every single Wednesday. And today is a very interesting one because we're getting reboots, we're getting finales, we're getting yes, and I don't know, we're getting a couple of stuff that is getting
Depression,
depressed.
witches, magic,
Yes, so
lots of stuff.
we're definitely getting a bunch of those. So yeah, it's been a week. It's been a week that
It's
we've
been a
tried.
day.
It's
I think
been a
it's been a day.
day. It's
Yeah.
been a day. It's been a day,
I
and
I honestly feel like I'm here, but I'm not here. This is my I'm not here look. Like I was like, I'm just gonna put a cap today and I'm not here. Because
she's she's
I
there, but
I
she's not.
I I've been going nonstop since 12, just like editing and writing and watching a series online and then reviewing it and publishing it before you got here. So
It would
it's
be like
been a
that.
doozy. It's been a
It's been a
doozy.
doozy,
Yeah.
and that's yeah. To I don't know. Today
Which,
has
by the
yes.
way, I was gonna talk to you about the show that I watched and I reviewed because Randall Park is in it.
A show that you watched and you reviewed.
A a,
Oh,
a
for
web
the
a web series that I saw today.
for the internship thingy.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's 5 chapters, about 20 minutes each, and
Hmm.
it's with Randall Park. There's other actors, but his character was so interesting that he got his own short film in order for
Oh.
people to understand. And it basically tells the story of this. So it's in the distant future, and it's about this company called the
Hmm.
DEI, and
Okay.
they basically have like they document everybody's relationship, and you have to have a score of 80 or above and that's the thing that makes the company understand that you have a good relationship. And if
Hmm.
you terminate it or you guys break up for any reason, your score goes down. Now the peculiar thing about
Wow.
this show is that when you start to apply for jobs, if you want a bank loan, if you want to study abroad, if your score is low, you're not going to get it. And it's
Alrighty.
very interesting. And Randall Park is one of the agents that works at that company. And he's always in the process of either registering people, because if you decide to be in a relationship with somebody, you have to go to the company and register yourself and be like, yeah, I'm going to be in a normal relationship. I'm going to be in a long distance relationship. So he's the person in charge of registering. And then he's also the person in charge of you terminating it. And when you
Okay.
terminate it, you have to sign a contract and you both have to be on the same page. And if somebody takes like 100% the responsibility, then their score goes way down and then you get extra points. Like it was really like it's so interesting. And for me, the acting was awesome, and Randall Park was freaking fantastic. And this came out as a film in Bendición.
Young.
Bendición. This came out in 2015 as a film, and then they just brought it to YouTube as a 5-part series, 20 minutes each.
Oh wow.
It was on it.
So
Yeah,
so this
it
is
was on.
old.
Yeah, and it was on Netflix too. I had no idea.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's really good. So I saw it and I was like, I think it's gonna be hard for you to watch because of a relationship that they show. But because it was hard for me to watch in terms of, decision making and long distance and all of that stuff. Yeah.
Mm.
Because I know you. I know you. So I saw it and I was like, I would love John
Mm.
to see this, but it's gonna be hard for him. But I think you should watch it. I think you should watch it. It's really good. So
Yeah.
that's one of the things that I did today. Dímelo, Giancarlo, what is up?
Dímelo. Hey,
How
la
are
foto
you?
ahí de
Sí,
Grande Liga.
el
Yeah.
pelotero. But yeah, that's
um,
one of the things that I did today.
yeah.
Uh, and it was cool. So
yeah, all I did was work, work, work,
work, work,
and
work,
work,
work.
and work at work in New York.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yes.
all I did.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, a lot of things happen in that job that I would like to just exprimir, like
Yeah. I
and
mean, it
do
happened.
that. But that's the world. That's where we live, and we always want to. Everybody at some point always wants to quit their job, but it's pretty much you're just having a bad day. And
Yeah.
then you come next day and you're like, you know what? It wasn't
It
like
wasn't that bad.
that. It wasn't
Yeah.
that. And
But
then
at least,
something else happens. I want to quit.
but at least you don't work tomorrow, so that's good.
Yo, thank
See, that's a silver lining for you. But yeah,
God.
it's been a hectic day for both of us in different ways. But it's been, it's been crazy.
It's been eventful.
I'm running on fumes here.
Yes, I didn't even have. And here's the thing: I was so, what do you call it? So busy and distracted that I didn't even have time to go week to week and look the week to week canceled things.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to do it as I'm here, and hopefully I can find something to bitch about.
So you can rant about it. Yeah.
To rant about it. If not, then you know what? It is what it is. We can leave it for next Wednesday. But anyways, we could actually dive into the first news of the day. But before we do it, there's actually this week on TLU, right? We have this. Yeah,
we have a very important announcement today.
Oh my God!
Oh, you forgot.
I forget it.
You forgot.
Okay. Wait a minute.
But I want to start with the simple things first. I want to say that if you are a subscriber to our Twitch channel, finally there was a new slot for a new emote.
Oh, yeah.
So once you subscribe, you would always get this one, which is John doing the GG.
I love it.
But now Twitch finally said, like, hey, we open a slot for you. So now when you are subscribed to the channel, you're going to get this emote. But then there's me.
And then there's Ash. Finally. Oh, you okay? God. Is everything all right?
I need water. Give me a second.
Did you get... I didn't even get my water. I have no water. I forgot to get the water.
You can get it at some
point. Got to get the water.
But yeah, so now, if you are a subscriber here on the Legacy Universe on Twitch, you can get my emote, this is my GG with the two. Do we look alike? Look.
GG. Oh yeah, I think so.
I just need the bang.
I think so. I think that's all. I think you look alike.
Yes. So yeah, now when you're subscribed, you already get John's GG. Now you're gonna get my GG. That sounds so weird, but but the main thing, right? My GG. But the main thing that we want to announce finally is that we have merch coming out, guys. We officially have the Legacy Universe store.
What? Wait, do you have the page open? I thought
I have the page open.
Oh, okay, so you're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it, right?
So if more people come in, we'll make this announcement again. But yeah, we finally have a store, and this is because it is March, and on March 15, 2020, the Legacy Universe was born thanks to the pandemic. So here we are a year later, and we are celebrating with official merchandise. And if you give me 1 second, I'm going to get that now so I can show you guys the goodies.
Yes.
The goodies
and
that we got in the store.
And we've had orders already. It's like,
yeah, we've had people sending us mugs and pictures with their shirts and everything. It's been awesome. So thank you guys.
Did I don't know if I have the photo. And whoop whoop.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna show it now. So here you are, you guys. I don't know if you see it right here. Yes, you do. Perfect. So this is our collection. I'm not gonna be looking at the screens, John. So you have to be.
Okay. Okay. So yeah,
But yeah, this is our store here. So the link is teespring.com/stores/the-legacy-universe. I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna copy the. Don't worry, I'm gonna copy the link.
.yesxyz.w legacy.w
There you
.com.
go. So the link is right there. I want to show you guys what we have. So for our anniversary, we made some special t-shirts, which are going to be right here in the front. So it's the anniversary tee. So basically this design right here. Oh no, don't take it for a test drive. This design right here, this was the first picture that we took here
Yes.
in our apartment to launch the Legacy Universe. So you're going to get this design with us drinking coffee, which is kind of like a staple that we have. It says the Legacy Universe first anniversary, 3/15/2020. And then when you look at the back, it says level
1. It is the first level of I'm excited. I'm so excited
level
for this
1.
merch.
So, and then this design, you can also get it in a V-neck, which is kind of different. So you have us right here in the little corner. With the Legacy Universe, and then you also have the level 1 in the back, so you can definitely check that out.
I believe is there more colors for that one?
Yeah, there's different colors. So
yeah.
Let me show you guys. Nope, please stop popping up. There we go. So yeah, we have it in like a dark gray, like a purplish kind of blue, red.
That's my color. I want that color, and I want the
white,
the white
and blue right here. So you can get it in any of these colors right here. I also want to show you the team push buttons. This was inspired by our Mortal Kombat stream. This is me, and it says team push buttons because I only know how to push buttons in any video game. So this is available as well. This is my favorite color, purple, but you can also get it in different colors such as black, dark gray, like a bluish kind of purplish color. And then you can also get it in white.
Which I like that color better for that.
Yeah. So yeah, these are our newest designs. We also have different Legacy Masters t-shirts. We have the regular premium t-shirts, the ladies premium t-shirts, and then we have a v-neck for women and men. And then we also have the mug, of course, which I saw a picture today, and it looks really pretty.
A picture of someone that already bought it. And you know what? While we're doing this, I'm gonna send it to our email, and then I'm going to show it to you guys.
Okay.
It's super cool.
And of course, we know we have peeps in Puerto Rico, so we have a collection of tank tops for you guys with the Legacy Masters logo.
Obligao.
And then we also have 2 hoodies right here, which this one is the anniversary tee hoodie, which has the Legacy Universe, the first anniversary, and then the date on the top. And then you can also get a Legacy Masters hoodie. And then we also have the anniversary mug. And all the things that say anniversary, they're only going to be available for the month of March. And after that, no more. We're going to actually change the design. So yeah, that is our store. That's going to be all, folks. So
wait, I got it. I found it.
You got it. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this page right here. How do I stop the cherry?
The what? What? Hey.
Let me show you the hoodies. Okay. Really quick. ¿Verdad?
There we go.
This is the Legacy Masters one. Look how pretty it looks. Color blue. You can get it in red. Oh no, that's not. What is this?
I think you gotta click it. There we go at the bottom.
Black.
Yes.
You can get it in red, which looks really, really freaking nice. And you can get it this kind of like purplish kind of blue color.
Nice. Esa es mi favorita. That's my favorite color right there.
Yeah. And then the Legacy
is getting it.
Nice.
For sure.
So this is the anniversary one. It's kind of a basic kind of Legacy Universe, first anniversary. And it has the same colors. We tried to match like the yellow with the colors that will make it pop out more for you guys, so you guys can look really stylish and cool. And yeah, man, we are really excited to launch this. We were working up until late last night to get
to try and get. It's like, bro, there were so many designs being put out that we wanted to work with. And, we can't just throw them out all at once. So we are working little by little, let a couple of merchandise be sold, and then we can continue working on the rest. But before we begin with the entire week and the news and the updates and everything else, I got just one more picture to show you, which is the mug that was purchased by one of our buyers. There's more
Yeah.
that I could show, but I just want to show that. So you would have to stop sharing the picture,
Yes.
the thing
So,
right there.
yeah, the link is already in the chat. I'm going to send it again before the night ends. And at some point, if more people start coming in, I'll show the store again. But merchandise is available, you guys. Everything that says anniversary, it's only for the month of March. After the month of March, it will not be available. So, yay.
There it is. So that
Look
is
how
the
nice that looks.
That is the mug in purple.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I see it. It's like wow.
It looks really nice. I want that. And you know, coffee is like our staple, so we can definitely have. And I saw this one with the Legacy Master ones in purple. I can't imagine how the anniversary one looks because there's an anniversary one as well.
Yeah.
And it says the Legacy Universe, and then when you turn it around, it says level 1.
Yeah.
We're celebrating the level 1 of the Legacy Universe. So we're really excited, man. We're really excited. And please, if you guys get some merch, you can send us videos and pictures, and we're going to be so happy to feature you guys on all of our social media, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of those places. So, and I'm going to be putting the links for here on Twitch for the store, so you guys can check it out. And also, when you go to our YouTube channel, it's going to pop up as well. So that is available. Thank you guys for your support. We're really excited to launch this. And remember, anniversary items only for this month, and then next month we're going to have new designs in the Legacy Universe store.
Hell yeah. So
and that's going to be
all right, let's jump right into the news. We're jumping into the movie and TV universe again. We don't have any Broadway universe this week because honestly, Broadway is not having a good time, and there's actually nothing going on Broadway. But we're going to jump in with the very first news, and it is a new Superman film to feature a black lead. What? Okay, so first off, hello there, and welcome, Z Lazy Pants.
How are you?
I just laughed.
Z Lazy Pants. He doesn't call you Paola.
Hello
Z
there.
Lazy Pants.
I mean, she is Z Lazy Pants. So, so what is going on with this? Henry Cavill is done. Like, there's no more Superman going on here. Like, what the heck is going on for him? And I'm going to read you guys the news. A new Superman movie will be reportedly starring a black lead. Warner Brothers' new Superman movie. The new Superman movie, again, why is this? Okay, this article is stupid starting off. It repeats the same thing like 3 times. Anyway, let's jump into the actual news. When news broke that a new Superman film was in the works from Warner Brothers, J.J. Abrams, and Ta-Nehisi Coates, it was unclear whether Henry Cavill would remain in the red cape or not. Thanks to a report from the Hollywood Reporter, it now seems clear that Henry Cavill won't be the lead man in the next film, as the outlet has confirmed that this new Superman project is aiming to star a black Superman. Oh my gosh.
I have my theory, but I'm going to let you talk because if you guys didn't know, John is a huge fan of Man of Steel, and he loves Henry Cavill as Superman, so he's been very upset with this whole situation ever since he found out last Friday.
Yeah, I'm going to read the last thing. As THR make clear, it's uncertain whether this will be Clark Kent or another main character like Val-Zod or Calvin Ellis. Val-Zod is a friend of Kara Zor-El, better known as Supergirl in the main continuity, who has just been confirmed to appear in The Flash. Meanwhile, Calvin Ellis is both Superman and President of the United States in his universe. Both Val-Zod and Calvin Ellis exist in the alternate universes to the main DC Earth.
That's going to be interesting if they decide to go with that President, Superman. So
okay, so I'm going to try and be as patient as possible with this news because, one, Henry Cavill's Superman is good, is great. It does a lot of justice to what the character could be feeling, and the purpose of a lot of heroes and how us as human. And I'm not trying to speak for the entire world, because some people just want their mighty and strong superhero to be 100% flawless. But the reason why I love so much this Superman and the Henry Cavill one is because it actually showed flaws. It shows flaws to how you become this perfect, and not even perfect, more morale-based human being. And even superhero, which to the knowledge of the audience, he is the most powerful being in DC, and carries so much strength, so much supernova, so much everything, to be this straight and narrow character, which technically he's never gone crazy. He's just gone angry and mad at the world, but not crazy like a Joker crazy, where he annihilates the entire human race like that. I'm pretty sure there have been comics where Superman has blown planets, but you haven't seen an actual book that would incline to Superman having the craziness like the Joker. But with that being said, like I'm deviating a little bit from the topic, but new Superman, Black Lead, whether it is or it hasn't been confirmed, I don't think that Henry Cavill is done as Superman. I hope that's absolutely not true. And the Black Lead Superman pertains to an alternate universe Superman. Because, again, Warner Brothers, I don't think you should be pissing off people like that, because this is the one character that right now is actually the best that you have in DC. Prior to,
Wonder
Ben,
Woman?
no,
I was
not
gonna
even
say
that.
Wonder Woman, but Wonder Woman
Wonder
Woman
just got
1984
destroyed in the last
got
movie.
destroyed.
It's like,
But
but I would say,
she's not top dog anymore.
yeah, I would say the most complete character that you have is Clark Kent, Superman, because you have.
Because he's only had one film, though.
But on his own, yes.
Yeah.
But he's had Man of Steel, he has Batman v Superman, and he's also had Justice League, which we're actually about to see the better result of what Justice League should have been, and we're gonna have 4 hours of that. So Warner Brothers just pitching in and saying that there's gonna be a new Superman movie, a new Superman, and Black Lead. We got to take that with a grain of salt, because they are saying that there's a new Superman. There's going to be a new movie. They haven't officially said Henry Cavill is no longer going to be Superman ever. I think they cannot afford to say that yet till the Snyder Cut is released, and see how it does. Because if people react with a humongous positive result to the Snyder Cut, there is no fucking way that they can let him go. There is no way in hell that they can just change course and bring another Superman just to get rid of Henry Cavill, even though you want to bring alternate universes and make an excuse by creating a story like Flashpoint and erasing that Superman. No. Well,
I mean, we have to see, because also Henry Cavill was, I think, probably the only one who didn't come back for the reshoots.
Well, here's the thing. The only reason why he probably didn't come back for the reboots, one, because he probably was filming for The Witcher. Two, he said, I don't need to do that because all the footage is there. And three, we technically might not even know. And here's something that actually I found out week 2 week canceled, but it's more of a rant. You know what? I am going to write it down. I'm going to write it down real quick. Wait.
John's rant.
Stop.
John's rant for today is Superman related, guys. Ever since this news came out last Friday, John has been on the edge of going crazy.
Okay, I sent it in the private chat as the topic, but anyway, because I'm gonna rant.
Oh later. Wow! Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Anyway, but yeah, no, I want to. you have an opinion? Because I was going to jump into the comments, but if you have something to say,
Yeah,
please.
the only thing that I have to say is I was just letting you take it because I know how
I'm like,
mad you are. Yeah, I know. Um, for me, I think that this might be a different Superman. I don't think it necessarily means that Henry Cavill is out of the role, hopefully. But also, secondly, I want to say that in my personal experience of all of the projects that I've seen Henry Cavill, I like his Superman. Man of Steel was actually the first piece of entertainment that I saw that I actually started to like Superman because he was never my favorite. I used to watch Justice League on Cartoon Network all the time, and he was just not. I would prefer Batman over Superman. But in terms of acting, I have enjoyed Henry Cavill more out of the Superman role. Like, I think he's fantastic in The Witcher. I think he's incredible. I've loved him in Mission Impossible. I loved him in Enola Holmes. So for me, I think the what Henry Cavill is facing also is that he has had more opportunity for better projects outside of DC. So maybe in a way, there is a possibility that he could be seeing this as like, you know what, maybe this is my way out. And it's like you said, we have to see what's going to happen in the Justice League because he was the only person that said, I'm not going to go back to do reshoots because Zack Snyder has a ton of footage of me that he can use any way that he wants. So I'm going to go with you with the fact that we just have to wait for the Justice League and see what is going to happen with Superman in that film. So
see, the thing about that is that I don't think just because he's been acting outside of Superman roles doesn't mean that we needed to see him to. I mean, of course, we need to see him in order for us to understand how good of an actor he is in other roles. But he's done that. But he's done things before Superman. It's just that because of Superman, now he has the attention he was seeking.
yeah.
So I here's the thing. I love him as Superman. I believe in my heart and all that. And I know that a lot of people would say, "Oh no, Christopher Reeve, is the perfect Superman. He's the best Superman. He was guys."
What was the name of the one before Henry Cavill? The one that we saw the movie on Netflix with Kevin Spacey.
Brandon Routh.
I like him a lot.
But that's the thing.
I like him a lot.
Every Superman that has come by, I would prefer all the Superman that have come by in the movies, not the TV shows. And in terms of how much of a flawed Superman could be and actually help us be compared to him, because that was the problem of Superman at one point. We never felt related to him at any given point because he was so much overpowered person. Now, when Man of Steel comes out, Superman actually shows you how to learn restraint, how to be patient, how to not fight when you don't have to. There's a lot of learning experiences that you can have watching Man of Steel that some people just brush off because you're just watching a superhero with a humongous powers. No, this is, to me, this was the better interpretation of Superman that I've had and the longest, and I've seen all of what has Superman to be done in film. I'm not talking about the comics. I'm talking about on screen.
I haven't seen the Christopher Reeves one.
And I'm going to show it to you, and you have your opinion. Yes.
Yeah, they're on HBO.
I love him. I love him because he's so quirky and so like, He looks like a Sherlock Holmes Superman, like a detective sometimes, like, no, Lois, I don't lie. No. Yeah, he's like, I really like him. He's like, he's like for that era, but I enjoyed him a lot. But then I enjoyed Henry Cavill and I enjoyed Brandon Routh because Brandon Routh was kind of like the recipient of that, but with a twist of modernization. So he could look, appeal to the audience at that time and still having the colors and the font, the colors of what the 70s Superman was, because it actually was a continuation of that story.
Yes.
So technically, it's actually the fifth movie of the 4 Supermans that came actually before it. But there's actually, and I want to watch the show, and I've been hearing a lot of great things about the Superman now that's on TV. Superman and Lois.
It's already been renewed for a second season. That's what I heard.
And David, our friend David, actually said, "Hey, you better watch this. It's a masterpiece." I was like,
it's on the CW, right?
It's on the CW channel. So we gotta start watching that. Because I'm like, whoa, getting goosebumps of this. But yes, honestly. But before we continue, we want to read those the comments right here in the comment section.
And thanks to everybody.
Thanks for joining us.
Hola, what's up?
How you doing, guys? Oh, wait.
Oh, that's he finally. Oh, I have a video on the beast one. I thought about wearing the Mandalorian one, but I was like,
yes, no, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. No.
I know you hate that.
It said complete. Si hablamos del cine, complete. I think he was referring to what we were talking about earlier on. No me acuerdo ni qué era, but here we go. Flash is the soft reboot. Wait for it. Hi, Nico De Angelo. How you doing? And
hola, I agree.
I hope it's not. I hope it is a soft reboot. Soft.
It should be.
Like it should be soft.
I
soft
feel like
meaning.
The Flash.
Yeah,
I feel like the Flash film. I think it's a good opportunity for Warner Brothers to be a soft reboot and fix whatever they need to fix because DC is a mess right now. The movie universe. Sorry.
And in terms of soft, I don't want it to be changing actors too much. I want it to be changing the stories because if you think about it, when we saw actually the flashpoint of the animated movie. That it was amazing. I love that movie. They did a kind of like a glimpse of the future of what could happen when he came back. Batman was the same guy, so he was able to actually return to the same timeline.
Yeah.
So you can do a lot of things with Flash. You can make him go to the same timeline. Different story has been happening. Bring him back. A different Batman is there or Superman. I hope not. Or he can jump from timelines and see different Supermans and go back to the one he remembers, or just jump further back that Justice League has not happened. There's so many things that could happen, but either way, I hope it is a very soft emphasis on the soft.
Reboot. A very the softest reboot ever.
And that no was way too funny.
No.
No, like it's like, hey Bianca, how you doing? ¿Qué pasa? Sorry, I was late. Johncito bonito. It's okay, man. We're still here, Oh wait, no points redeemed.
He did. No, espérate. I was gonna say he actually redeemed points for 5 minutes of you speaking as Tony Montana. So Johncito bonito, te lo voy a quitar porque no.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Te jodiste. Wait a minute. Okay, 505. Okay, 55. Okay, Josito Bonito, And he said right here, and I have you to start. And I have you started talking about AOT. What is AOT, man? I don't know. Oh, Attack on Titans. No, we haven't started Attack on Titans, not yet. All right, so let's see. Let's move on to the next shot. Okay, Z-Lazy. Okay, see you later, okay? Don't stop hitting your mic, man. Okay, you hitting too so much. I hit it however I want I'm hitting it right now, okay? I do whatever the fuck I want, okay, man? That's my name, okay? Entonces, ya les arranqué un So thank you, man, for purchasing.
Thank you, Giancarlo.
I was
going to say that, yeah.
And what is she trying? She's trying to talk over me. You hear this? You listening to this? She's trying to talk over me. Okay, what do you want to say? Just say it. Just say.
I think people will understand me a little bit better than you.
Okay, so what you want to say? Okay,
I just wanted to say that we announced today that we have officially launched our merchandise store. We have mugs, we have hoodies, t-shirts, and we have special anniversary items because the Legacy Universe is turning 1 on March 15, 2020. And you guys are going to get an exclusive design with our first picture ever, the first picture that we took to launch our YouTube channel. So you can get the Legacy Masters. There's a team push buttons with my emote.
Push your button, man. Push your button.
Mugs, Legacy Masters shirts, V-necks, and tank tops. And we have 2 hoodies on sale right now. Not on sale, but you know, in the store.
All the hoodies have different colors, you know what I mean?
Yeah, everything has different colors. So that's the link right there. It's teespring.com/store/the-legacy-universe.
Write it down, put it on your page. The first thing you open when you hit the phone is that. Okay, that's what you gotta do. Okay, now thank you again. Manu, have you heard season 7 of The Flash is coming? Huh?
Yeah.
Joe, I told you, man. The Flash is so good. The Flash is good, man. I enjoy The Flash. I haven't seen I haven't seen the 5th season yet. But you know, we gotta take it like by the balls, man. We gotta find the time to do this. And you know, the next comment was here. You got the page, and you know, https two buttons / teespring.com/stores/the line in the middle legacy line in the middle universe. You know, that's the page. That's the page where you gotta go and buy the fucking merchandise we got, man. That shit. Okay. And he said, hi. Oh, use your emoji. Okay. So this we got, you know, this is what we ended up with the Superman news. And I got a rhyme later on to tell you, but it's not about this, okay? I mean, it's about this. I gotta tell you, because a comparison to the same thing to the other one, okay? Now we're gonna jump to the next news right here. This is the one that you were gonna start, man, all right?
Yeah.
You're gonna start this new? Okay.
Yeah. What am I gonna start? Que tú estás en nu.
Joe, what the fuck are you laughing at, man? You're laughing at me? You better not be doing.
You guys.
You better not be laughing at me, okay, man?
You guys heard? He said que está nu.
No. So, what? No. You're confusing with me. Okay. Are you the one that's gonna dig the next news? Is that
I'm not. I'm gonna say the next news. I'm not gonna dig the next news.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, San Diego Comic Con will be a virtual 2021.
Yeah.
San Diego Comic Con is gonna be a virtual 2021. You understand what I'm saying? Virtual, like you and me right now. 2021. Mm-hmm. We're in the year 2021. Could you believe that 2020 is behind us? Like that's too big, G, man. We got a minute of Tony Montana here, so you better take it, lady. Okay. I'm thinking about the boss, you know, like
about the what?
Just read the damn news, okay? San Diego Comic Con will be a virtual 2021.
Mira, Bianca has a question for you.
Okay, what is the question? Okay.
That's right there, mira.
¿Qué tú quieres? ¿Chuleta con pan? Bro, chuleta con pan is so good right now, but you know I can't eat bread because it stops my stomach from taking a shit when I want. So I can't take the pan. I can take the chuleta, but I can't take the pan because the pan, you know, blocks the harina. It blocks the tube when it comes down. And then, you know, instead of taking a shit at 11 o'clock, I got to take it at 3 in the morning. And it's not good because I'm sleeping at that time. I don't like my time sleeping to be interrupted. Okay, man? So, come on. Hey, honey, come here. You got to explain that to them because they don't understand, man. Hey! No, take it easy. Okay. All right,
Is it over?
It's over. Okay, it's done. 5 minutes of Tony Montana.
I was like, I'm not gonna read this news while he's talking about Tony Montana. I'm just gonna.
All right.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you, Johncito Bonito. He says I'm gonna buy a hoodie. Gracias.
Thank you, man. We appreciate it. And thank you for those 5,000 points. From Superman to problem of the protest. Prostate. Yes.
Yeah, so San Diego Comic-Con, guys, this is something that is probably not surprising for a lot of people, but this is going to be the second year in a row that fans are not going to be able to go to the San Diego Convention Center as part of July's annual Comic-Con celebration. They announced on Monday that the upcoming show or, weekend, Comic-Con weekend is going to be virtual because of COVID-19, because it continues. Most of these events have been moved to 2022. So this Comic-Con is expected to be in person for July 2022. So the virtual event is going to be a free 3-day Comic-Con at home event that's going to take place from July 23 to the 25th, same as last year, but the organizers did let people know that they are planning a smaller in-person event in San Diego for November, with more information to come at a later date. So
yeah,
that's the news, guys.
yeah.
It's not the only Comic-Con that has been moved to 2022. Even the Puerto Rico Comic-Con officially announced that they're coming back in 2022, but this does not exempt every Comic-Con to come back virtually with maybe special events and interviews, etc. So it is what it is. You know, I'm not surprised by this news.
Yeah, and listen, here's the thing. Well, before I jump into that, it actually has to correlate with that. But we expected this. Like, we expected the Comic-Con to just be virtual, and we were talking about it actually the other day because there were conventions that were happening, like meetings like Nintendo, like Pokemon, Nintendo Direct, the State of
And
Play.
E3, which we have a news from that on the gaming universe as well. So
yes, and you know, we were talking about how some of the product that was revealed, some people were angry at the fact that it wasn't revealed. For example, in the Nintendo one, the game of Breath of the Wild, there was no update on it, and there was no update on the new Nintendo Switch Pro, which I mean, we still call it Pro, but I don't think that's the name.
I think it might be the name.
If it's the name, it's pretty cool. You know what I mean? It's great. And we were trying to discuss how, you know, companies right now cannot say all the great product that they have planned because, one, they need to make sales. So if today, or let's say today, or like a week ago was the Nintendo Direct, they need to sell all they can from this time to June or July, the day that E3 is released. And we knew E3 was going to be canceled physically and knew it was going to be virtual because of what's going on in the world. Now, I don't believe that this is going to last for one more year. Maybe this year is because we're actually, you know, gaining ground back into how we're socializing, but businesses are still hurting for money, including even my job. You know, it's just like an example where there's a particular person that sent an email, which is something that's why I was trying to talk about. A particular person in corporate sent an email asking me a question about being more detailed on certain things, and I got pissed. And I was talking to my boss about, like, you know, there's a couple things happening in the world. But anyway, it is exactly what's going on. So when that happens, E3 was definitely going to be a virtual event based on everything that's going on with COVID. And all announcements are going to be there. So, you know, let it not be a surprise for everybody because that was to be expected. But what I'm still excited about E3 is that there's going to be a lot of great news. You know, you always get great news in E3. So always expect the best out of E3, whether it is virtual or physical. And I believe this time, yes, it's going to be virtual, but next time, which is next year, it's going to be physical.
Yeah, and I was going to say that speaking of events like this, I'm also expecting probably the D23, which is like the big Disney Expo, to also be virtual this year. Maybe I know that last year it was canceled, so hopefully maybe this year, knowing in the status that Disney and Disney Plus is right now, maybe they'll launch like a whole virtual event with like some special news or updates on things that we are eagerly awaiting to know about. Mandalorian. So yeah,
for sure. And read some comments here. If you don't buy from the merch, we will hit you with a 300 Mack truck delay. Ladies and gentlemen, please, that doesn't come from me. Yes,
these comments do not reflect.
These comments do not reflect
what the Legacy Universe feel. Yeah.
Oh, John, I was thinking of streaming COD and Rainbow Six Siege. Josito Bonito says, well, man, yes, when you get the equipment, for sure.
You let us know. We will feature you on this channel. Papo.
For
you know how it is.
Sure.
I was going to say, last night
we can do that,
playing.
Actually, we can feature.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Last night I started playing with John Ghost Recon. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon.
Yes.
That was fun.
It was fun because it was her first really time, and it was like, oh, she's
It was
playing
really
this because she's playing Fortnite. So playing Fortnite actually helps
Oh
her
my
a
god,
lot.
I have a video coming out this week on our YouTube channel of me playing Fortnite. I killed like 7 people and I ended up in first place. So
She has won now 5 times, I think.
I
I
love
think it's
Fortnite.
5 times.
It's fun.
Yes. Anyway, let's jump into the next news, ladies and gentlemen. And here we got Indira Varma joins Obi-Wan Kenobi series on Disney Plus.
I'm so excited.
If you guys don't know who this is, we got a picture for you.
Yeah.
Pow!
Oh, pero why that's the thing. Why is this picture here? I want to give you guys I want to give you guys a scoop before John, because I think the news that you have doesn't talk about this rumor. There is a rumor that this actress who she was on Game of Thrones, she was actually Oberyn Martell's, right? That's the name of the guy.
Yeah.
That was his wife, but apparently that was his sister too, because Game of Thrones loves to, pair brother and sister up. But she was his wife, so she was on Game of Thrones, and there is a rumor that she has been casted in Obi-Wan Kenobi as Asajj Ventress, who is one of my favorite characters in Clone Wars. She is a Jedi. I'm so excited about this. She is a Jedi. But she's from the dark side. She's a dark side disciple.
So she's a Sith.
Yes.
Yes, no Jedi. Yeah. She's a Sith.
She's a Sith. I don't know a lot about the Star Wars terms. I only know what I watch and see.
No Jedi there.
On TV, sorry. But I personally, if this rumor ends up being true, I'm really excited for it, because I think last week in one of these episodes, I think we were talking about Star Wars, and I threw into the universe that I actually wanted to see this character live action. And if this is the case, I think I might cry. So
yes. So Asajj Ventress is the one to the right, guys. If you did not know that, this is a character that was in the Clone Wars. And let me read the article right here, actually. Let me see right here. Oh, I missed it. Here we go. So everyone involved in Game of Thrones, Dorne storyline deserves to be in Star Wars show. Yeah. After years of rumors and false starts, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series starring Ewan McGregor coming to Disney Plus still kind of feels like a fake fan report that could get backtracked any second. But nope. Look at this show. Adding actual cast members and everything. Variety reports that Indira Varma has joined the show, which is being written by Jodie Harold, which is known for Army of the Dead, and directed by The Mandalorian alum Deborah Shaw. Varma is probably the most recognizable as Elaria Sand, the role she played for 3 years on HBO's Game of Thrones. Originally, it should be noted, directly across from Mandalorian star Pedro Pascal. Her other roles include Rome, Torchwood, Carnival Row, and Patrick Melrose. Last year, she appeared in the film The One and the Only Ivan, which debuted on Disney Plus.
Oh, okay. I see the connection. And I was gonna tell you, look at this comment.
Elaria Sand was not the sister. Angelo, are you serious?
I told John, I was like, that was his wife, and John was like, no, I mean, that was his sister, and I was like, no, that was his wife.
Okay, so here's the thing. There was a scene. In fact, there was a couple scenes that actually they spoke. And even said, if I am not mistaken, that was his sister.
I mean, with all, I don't think she. With all those things, I don't think that. I don't think she was his sister.
Seriously?
I told you first that she was his wife, and then you said no, that's his sister. So that's why I said sister now. And now Angela was saying no, that's not his sister.
Okay, what is the name?
So now I'm. Elaria Sand, that's her name. So now I'm slightly confused because I never got that vibe from them.
Okay, so here's the thing. Let me go on Google, and because this is a fact. Elaria.
She was his lover. Mira, she was his paramour. Her lover, illicit lover. Yeah.
Was who? What did the character of Pedro Pascal?
Her lover, illicit lover.
What was his name? Oberyn Martell.
Oberyn Martell, sí.
Oh, wait, let's see. Oberyn Martell.
If you guys
Okay.
don't remember who that character is, I would say don't YouTube him. You're gonna get his death scene. Yo siempre hago esto.
Prince Oberyn Numerous Martell, also known as Red Viper, is a member of House Martell and is the younger brother of Doran Martell, Prince of Dorne. Oberyn has 8 bastard daughters called the Sand Snakes, the 4 youngest of whom are by his current paramount Elarian Sand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see something here. Whoa, they look so different. You know what? Let's say they're right.
So Bianca says here, John is talking about the purple wedding scene. They mentioned that in his country they don't judge that they want to be with
Yeah.
that they want to be with women's. So I don't know.
That what?
People.
Okay.
They don't judge people that want to be with women's.
No. Okay, so what she's trying to explain is that in that country, they don't judge people for being with their siblings or being women with women or men with men. Yes, I believe that's what they said. Anyway, we can research that later.
I don't know.
Anyway,
we'll talk about that in our when we do the Game of Thrones special.
The Game of Thrones things. We're gonna really research that. But anyway, the point is that she's gonna be there. So the rumor is that she's either gonna be played. But there you go. There's just rumors. There's nothing concrete, but she might play Asajj Ventress. And she kind of looks the part to be playing that kind of character. And it would be so exciting because Asajj Ventress does not die in Clone Wars. I have not finished Rebels yet to actually identify this if she's there, but
I heard that she dies in one of the comic books, but I think there is a possibility that if they bring her back, that maybe they won't make that canon. So that's what I heard.
Yeah, because a lot of the comic books and a lot of the books, some of them are actually not canon, and I'm not quite sure if that one that she dies is canon. It might be, but yeah, that's what we got here. And then here's the thing: our next topic is week to week # canceled, and why.
You got to take out the movie and TV universe, or is it okay.
Okay, so here's the thing. Wait, before we jump into that, it says Elara is the child of Armin Uller, and Oberyn is a recognized Martell. Okay, recognized.
I don't know.
Here we go. So here's the thing.
I already told John that he's gonna take this one. This is his section.
So here's the thing. Oh, can you let's see. Can you write the topic that I said right here? Like, okay, and never mind. I'm going to do that. Anyway, this week in this topic, I wasn't able to find something that was canceled this week because the topic of this week is still freaking Gina Carano. And
no, it isn't.
Yes, it is. It still is. It's dying.
Only people on YouTube are still talking about that.
That's true. It's dying. Now the new topic is actually the Black Superman. And Superman.
For the wrong reasons.
For the wrong reasons.
People are being tú sabes,
very special. Mean.
Yeah.
Extremely mean. And here's what I'm gonna say real quick. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, here's the deal. I wasn't pissed off at the fact that it was going to be a black Superman. I was pissed off at the fact that Superman, Henry Cavill, is getting pushed away when he is so good still. I don't freaking mind. What are you I don't what are you doing? I don't mind a black Superman at all, as long as it has a concrete storyline and it comes from a different universe where it's an alternate timeline that makes sense. But the fact is that why are you pushing Henry Cavill Superman away? This fucking thing has got to stop, where everything is spiraling out of control inside of Warner Brothers like it's a freaking pinball machine. You know, this news, I think this news shouldn't have even come out up until the Snyder Cut had been released, because they're gonna. I hope that this is the case, but they're gonna smack themselves in the face. They're probably gonna have to smack themselves in the face, trip in their own freaking pile of water, hit themselves in the face, break some teeth. Because you still don't understand what you're doing in that studio, and I'm not saying you're the only people that are wrecking things in terms of the characters, because there's a lot of people that are pissed off, and here I'm ranting about two different things at the same time. I'm ranting about Warner Brothers, pushing away the Superman that people grew to love, and then people complaining about there's a black Superman now. I don't mind the black Superman. John, wait. What? What are we talking about? No, that's not.
Sorry.
Indira and Satine? What?
Just keep talking. I
anyway.
Keep talking.
Okay, wait. Okay, I got distracted by a comment right there. Yes, I got confused. Anyways, yeah. So, Black Superman, of course, I don't mind a Black Superman. That would be amazing. That would be great. It's another way to actually show representation, but it's not forced if you do a right timeline, because you got the pinnacle and the right character to actually erase or rewrite or recreate a story, which is the Flash, the jumping from timelines. But I'm ranting about people just being pissed off just because there's a black Superman. Don't get it confused. We still don't know what the heck is going to happen. And I'm pissed off at Warner Brothers because they've been ignoring the fact that you can still work with Man of Steel. You can still work with Henry Cavill. Now, with that being said, the complete rant is about, and I'm gonna write it down here so that it actually is written here so that people will understand. Would you where is it? Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna write it here. Stop.
I'm gonna check the comments until and look at the escribes eso. Rishi being talked about. That's old news. Yes, I agree. Así, it happened, and that same way it went. Bye. So Angelo says Indira Satine. That's Obi-Wan's lover and Bo-Katan's sister.
That would be amazing.
Or even Price. I don't remember who Price is.
I think Satine. Would be a little bit more of a beloved type of character than Price. But that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea right there. Yeah.
Spider Popo está por aquí.
What's up, Spider Popo? ¿Qué es la que hay?
Saludos y buenas noches. Hope you're doing good. Thank you for being here. Ventress didn't die in Clone Wars?
No, she did not die in Clone Wars.
She died in a comic book that came out.
But apparently,
it's not canon.
Yeah, no, she didn't die in the Clone Wars. Trust me. Yes, maybe? I could definitely tell you that she did not die in Clone Wars. ¿Están hablando de WandaVision? Nope. Ahorita.
I think the Obi-Wan show is going to be a lot of flashbacks / during his time with Anakin Skywalker.
So just to end with the week to week, because I didn't have too much actually to rant this week about, but this section, I love this section because it gives me the freedom and the freedom of you guys. You guys can actually rant and write and say exactly what you want. And if there's a cancellation thing that's been happening, write it there. We can talk about it. Like, we can definitely put it there. But here it is, the finale. Stop believing everything you hear, please. Now, this rant actually came from today. I was just walking and thinking about a lot of stuff that's been happening in the world and a lot of things that people have been ranting about and choices and how everything has been canceled and what was happening with Gina Carano, what was happening with Henry Cavill last week, then what was happening with Cruella de Vil as she's normalizing animal abuse and then entre comillas, like not to jump again to the topic that I was talking about Cruella de Vil last week. It's like, bro, if that was a fact, why didn't you cancel Cruella de Vil in 101 Dalmatians when the fucking movie came in the 60s? We all knew Cruella de Vil killed and was all for animal cruelty. But no one in the entire films that have come out said that that's a good thing. It's a bad thing. That's why she's the villain of the movies. It's like saying, oh, Joker is normalizing decapitation or cannibalism, or Hannibal Lecter, exactly. Hannibal Lecter is promoting cannibalism, or Fast and the Furious is promoting racing in tracks and accidents. Also, but you forget about the cops that always chase them down, right? You forgot about that. It's like, of course you did. But here's the thing. We've got to stop believing everything you hear in the web, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, and you have to build your own opinion based on the logic, please. Because let's say, and here's a topic that I want to say. Let's say somebody is giving a podcast and goes to Joe Rogan. Let's say, again, Gina Carano goes to Joe Rogan and speaks her truth. You know, what's this? We weren't there. It's okay that she says what she's saying. It's okay in the interview that she had with Ben Shapiro that she's willing to say her truth. But again, is it the truth? We were not there. Now, again, Disney is not a saint company at all. It has its dark side. It has the light side. It has Star Wars in it. It's like
dark size.
The dark sizes. It has everything. You know, no company is a saint. No company is a villain. Everybody is in between because there's a bunch of shit happening in the world. Like a lot of companies have lost money because of COVID, because everything being closed. People lose their fucking jobs. People need to get hired. People can't get hired because the companies don't have money to get them paid how they should be or how they used to be getting paid. You know, some people spend money like crazy. So, with everything I'm saying, please, people, when you hear something, take it with a grain of salt. It is possibly not the truth. It is possibly not a lie. You were not there. You do not live in the footsteps of the person that is right across you. You only take into consideration what they're telling you because that's the only thing you know. And why would you not think that they're telling you their side of the story because it benefits them? It could be a lie. It could be the truth. You choose to believe what you want to believe, but don't believe everything, for God's sakes.
Stop being gullible.
It is freaking annoying. It is annoying, and it brings a lot of damage to your life, to a lot of people's lives, and it actually builds like cybernetic mobs. It builds actual mobs, conversations that are not even healthy because there's a lot of people in this world that are not healthy when they're thinking because they're being manipulated by the mass in Twitter because it's the easiest thing that you can reply to. Nobody's going to punch you in the face when you reply vulgarly or curse at somebody, which is his escape. So whatever anybody answers you that doesn't make sense, that is just an attack, don't reply, don't listen to it, and please take your own opinion and be reasonable with it. Don't speak until you find that, okay, this makes sense, this is right. But again, and I'm going to use her for one last time, it's great that she's speaking her truth, but we were not there to know exactly how it happened, when it happened, if it happened. I'm respecting whatever she says. I'm not saying she's a liar at all. And just like Disney has some shady crap, like Warner Brothers has some shady crap, like CD Projekt Red has some shady crap, like other companies have some shady crap. But within that crap, there's also some good stuff. So, nobody's perfect. Is there a bully in this world? Yeah, there's always a bully. But the only way that we stop, I don't know, whatever. I'm going to read some comments right here, but that was my rant right now.
I just wanted to talk about Gina Carano.
I just wanted to talk about bullshit. Anyway, so I'm going to get, my money is on Satine or Price. I mean, yeah, those are the two options.
Pero Spider Popo says that he has a theory for WandaVision, so.
Got it. Oh, he has a theory. Perfect. Yeah. We're going to hold that right there.
Hola,
Jack, welcome.
I'm so happy that you guys can use my emote. Look, that's me and you.
That's so cool. My money is on that she is playing a character. Oh my god!
We need the Nicolas Cage like.
Is this? Are we talking about Gina? I think she's talking about Gina Carano.
No, they're talking about the one from Game of Thrones that.
Oh my god! Yes, no. Esa en la enseñanza. Esa en la enseñanza. What? Explain.
¿Está en la enseñanza o
está en la enseñanza? Oh, okay. I think creo que está en la enseñanza. I think that's what you mean. People are stupid sometimes, bro. They are just dumb and don't know what it is fictional and reality.
I tell him every day.
That's my sister right there. Thank you. I mean, this is my sister too, right? Lazy Pants, you got beeped too much.
Where did you get beeped?
You got beeped too much. Oh, you got to look at the dashboard because maybe it doesn't show like that. I don't know.
No, I can see it in the chat too, in the Twitch here.
Oh, I see. Maybe she was making fun of it. ¿Y qué hacía entonces Viernes 13? Contando cuentos de... Exactly! What was Friday the 13th doing? Telling Disney stories like fairy tales? Exactly. Why are you going to freaking cancel a movie that's telling a story? Nobody's promoting anything. It's fiction!
And they do a remake now. People are like, #cancel Jason. It's too violent.
Cancel Jason. Oh, he's promoting the killing of counselors.
And this is all tied in. No, but this is all tied into the whole situation that's happening outside with COVID and everything. Remember that entertainment used to be a way for people to disconnect themselves, and now everything that is reflected in movies, TV shows, and the entertainment and the media is essentially reflecting our reality. Like it's not fun anymore for people to see violence on screen or to see something that's so close to their reality. It's same thing that happened with The Last of Us Part 2. Like,
exactly. So my goodness, Jesus. John, we have to talk about Star Wars. Of course, hell yeah. The last I knew about Ventress was her death saving her lover, canon-wise. No, again, so here's the thing.
This is a rumor, though. Like, we don't.
In Clone Wars, like the actual show, like Clone Wars, like the animated show, she did not die there. Not there. But if she died in the comics, that's actually something that we've heard of for sure. But in the show, like per se, of Star Wars, Clone Wars, she has not died. She didn't die there. Now, I haven't seen Rebels enough to actually know if she made an appearance there, but I did hear that she actually died in comic book, like you said, comic book wise, and if it's canon, that's perfectly fine that she died, but she didn't die in the actual show. I don't remember seeing it, and I saw it the entire season, like all of it.
I think what they're trying to do is tie Clone Wars to all of the shows that are coming, because that's what they did with The Mandalorian.
Yes.
Basically, that's why Ahsoka is in the show, and now they're tying Rebels with possibly Mina Masood as Ezra Bridger, which we talked about it last week, which is a casting that also has me very excited. So, and that's a rumor too. So none of this is like 100% confirmed. It's just whispers that I hear on the internet.
Here, I wrote no more words, not curse words, and Twitch just beeped it for some reason, and then I don't understand why.
I'm so confused. I didn't see it beeped.
I didn't see a beep. Did we see a beep?
No.
I mean, it's still there. No, but are you in the dashboard?
I checked on the dashboard. I checked everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, then we didn't see that. Saludos. They're saying hi, loving the emotes. Oh, thank you, man. We really appreciate it. Saludos.
We have a couple of more emotes. We're just waiting for the slots to open, and you guys can have even more fun, here.
Definitely, we're living in the crystal generation. Oh my God. Yeah. Super bien. Y tú saludándose ahí. Se están saludando. All right. So we're done with this section, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to jump into the spotlight of the week because someone has to go to bed. So we got to talk about it really right now. Johncito Bonito, are you there? Yes. Are you there? Come on. If you say yes, we'll talk about it right now. For me on the chat, she is beep out in some words, but pichea. Okay, that's fine. No problem. Johncito Bonito.
I'm confused with that. I'll check it out if anything.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Johncito Bonito, are you there? Are you there? I'm going to give you 10 seconds.
Are you there, God?
10, 9,
I'll check.
8,
I
7,
see him here. Vamos
6,
a ver. Johncito Bonito, vamos a hablar la
Four,
con Titan para
3,
ti.
2,
1.
1.
2.5.
All right, we're going to talk about it right now.
Boom.
Boom! Spotlight of the week. Attack on Titans, ladies and gentlemen, via Johncito Bonito, where he redeemed his points and he chose for us to watch Attack on Titans. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this anime is the fucking bomb. I fucking love this anime. This anime is amazing. Whoever has not watched Attack on Titans, 2 things for you. What the hell is wrong with you? And number 2, I understand if you don't know about it and nobody has referred it to you. So I'm sorry about the first thing I said. So please watch it and we'll tell you right now why. We'll talk about it right now.
Yes.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
So how the spotlight of the week is working now is that if you guys get a lot of channel points, you can redeem your channel points and you can pick a TV show, a game, or a movie for us to watch or play, and then you guys get a shout out and you get the spotlight of the week on what you recommended us to watch. First, it was Fire Force, and Bianca Bipolet, she redeemed her points. This week is Attack on Titans via Johncito Bonito, and then not next week, but the week after that, we're going to talk about Demon Slayer, which was redeemed by Al Gros 86. So that's how the spotlight of the week is working. So if you guys have enough channel points and you want to recommend a movie, a TV show, a game for us, redeem it, write your media that you want us to see, and we will talk about it here like we are talking about it right now.
All right. So for those who don't know, Attack on Titans is a massive, massive hit in Japan. And to be quite honest, it is a big hit in the anime community in the United States. And to pretty much sum up what this show has to do with is about the survival of mankind and as they face the Titans. The Titans are a humongous humanoid version of a human being cannibalized in cannibalized form. And I actually, Ash, while I speak of it, can you look for at least one photo of a Titan so people can see what that is for those who don't know? But yes, and they have to face off Titans and survive. The main character, Irvin, which is the character, if you are looking at my screen, is this guy.
Oh, it's Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah.
We follow Aaron. This is the main character throughout his entire life. As we begin the show, we actually see him in society as they are protected by a wall. I forgot the name of that wall, but I know that there's wall Maria. And
Maria was the one in season
Maria's
1.
The second wall
that was breached in season 1.
Well, Maria,
with the Colossal Titan, and basically that's how the show starts. So the Colossal Titan breaches wall Maria, and then he eats Aaron's mother, and this causes him
him. It wasn't him.
What?
It wasn't him who ate. The Colossal Titan was not the one that ate Aaron's mother. It was just a regular Titan.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So a Titan eats Aaron's mother. And this is what propels him to join the military in the fight against these Titans with Mikasa and Armin, if I'm not mistaken. And
Yes.
pero that's what I remember.
Yes, Mikasa and Jen. I'm so bad with names. I keep doing this.
Armin. I just said it. Armin.
You just said it. Like, I'm always bad with names. Aaron,
come on.
Armin, and Mikasa are actually childhood friends.
Yeah.
All their parents are actually dead, unfortunately. And that's what actually drives them into being in the military, which is like pretty much the infantry squad. There's 3 types of military-based protections, and these pretty much go into the infantry squad, where are the ones that have to deal with the Titans. They have to, battle them, and they have to risk their lives insanely to try and protect the walls. But here's the thing. The plot actually starts getting a little bit thicker as time goes by, because there is something that is going on within the walls that is actually luring the Titans even closer. Here it is. That's a Titan.
That's the Titan from season 1 that attacked the breach Maria.
Yeah. And so far, it is one of the huge, the biggest Titans so far.
The biggest one was the Lord Reese guy. Disgusting.
Yeah, that we saw in season 3.
I've ever seen.
Yeah. But he so far by that time was actually one of the biggest ones. Then in season 3, you'll see another one that is huge. But again, we don't want to. You sure?
Spoiler for you guys.
Yes.
You sure it was a regular Titan?
Yes, it was. Making fun of me.
Spider Popo, we are. The thing about this show is that Johncito redeemed his point, but we had seen, I think, season 1 and 2, and we started watching season 3. That season 4 is the last.
Whoa.
One. Oh. What?
Whoa. You were cutting off. Sorry. You were like. Can you see me now?
Can you? No.
Oh, we're having technical difficulties. We're having technical difficulties with that. We're having technical difficulties. Oh my goodness. I can't even see you. Oh my goodness, she's gone. Anyway, while she fixes that, yes, Spider Popo, we actually had seen season 1 and 2 before John sounded Megatron has entered the server. Yes, we had seen. Yeah, I can hear you. No. Now.
Is it good?
You're getting close.
It's the freaking internet. I mean.
Ay, se fue otra vez. Oh, no, estás ahí.
Am I good? Okay, so it's the freaking internet, man. I'm in the room and it's really bad.
Yeah.
Am I delayed?
It's fine. No, now you're fine. Now
no,
you're fine.
It's not. No, it's
you're fine.
not.
Yeah. I can see you fine. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I blame it on him.
Yes.
Sorry.
Anyway. To continue talking about the subject, which I don't think Johncito Bonito's here at all. I don't think he's even here. He's not even listening.
What?
He missed it.
He missed it.
It's his own fault. Que lo manda a estar jugando Call of Duty, man. Anyway, yes. So for those who haven't seen it, something has happened within the walls. Outside of the regular Titans actually breaching Wall Maria, which is the first wall that is brought down. There's 3 different walls, and the walls are actually super large. They're like the Wall of China, but like very large. There is an infiltrator. And they discover the truth about how the Titans are created and why the Titans are who they are. And there's even, I wish I could say more to you guys. I really want to say less from this, because this is one of those animes that I truly believe people need to watch. Even though if you're not a fan of anime, it is one that you really need to give a chance, and need to give a chance of like at least 10 episodes for you to understand and be engaged. And it's only 27-minute episodes, just as we spoke about Fire Force, which Fire Force we freaking loved and we continued watching.
Yeah.
Attack on Titans is actually one of the best animes out there, so we really encourage you to watch it.
Yeah, before I got cut off, what I was explaining was that Johncito Bonito redeemed his points to see the show, but I think we had already seen season 1 and season 2, because I remember when I have a story for you guys. When I saw season 1 and I saw the scene where Aaron's mom gets eaten, my reaction to that scene was not good. My reaction to that scene was I was horrified. I started crying, and I remember I told John, I don't want to watch the show ever again. So I think like a week passed by, like what, a week or 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
And then I sat down and I kept watching it, because even though I think it's a great show in terms of story and animation and voice acting, it is a story that's a little bit hard to grasp, and it's uncomfortable to see certain things in the show. So if you're not into that type of thing, I wouldn't recommend Attack on Titans for you. But I mean, if I could see it, I hate that one. Why are you showing that scene?
Because I'm trying to explain to them. This is the scene.
This is a horror, and she gets eaten. Like he breaks her in half.
This is the scene. Anyway, just so people can see, this is the scene that she's talking about. In the very first episode, this thing happens.
Yep, I hate it.
Now, again, this show is heavy. Blood, gore, truth. That's why I actually love it, because the truth, man, had the slaps in your faces like, wake the fuck up, you pansy ass, or stuff like that. It's really good. It's really raw. The emotions are raw, and it just pushes you to the brink of you'll see later.
Ay, Spider Popo, no venga.
Yeah, stop trying to spoil shit. No.
Mira, Eclipse Bad is here. Hi, Eclipse
Hey,
Bad.
Eclipse,
How
man.
are you?
Hey, Eclipse.
Thank you for being here. What is that?
How you doing, man?
Talking about Attack on Titan.
Yeah, we're talking about Attack on Titans, man.
Ay, menino, Spider Popo.
Without spoilers.
Ya lo choteó. Ella dijo que no fue el Colossal Titan. Él dijo, are you sure?
No, fue Colossal Titan.
Espérate.
I said
él puso, mira, you sure it was a regular Titan?
Oh, okay. Loco.
Es vacilando.
Jeez. No, because he's already giving us the idea that this Titan is somewhat important.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yes.
Estate tranquilo.
Mira, no me digas nada.
We were watching season 3. Are we almost done with season 3?
No. We're like halfway,
right?
We're halfway.
Yeah, halfway, season 3.
We on season 3. Spoiler alert. On season 3.
But I read a lot of it. Oh my god.
Yeah, don't. Pero van a tener que esperar bastante. Okay, that's
fine. Dice, you'll see.
You'll see.
Okay.
And season 3, we're right now where where Historia actually decides to fight her father. I'm not gonna say anything else.
Which is the most gross Titan I've ever seen ever.
Yeah. Oh! You haven't seen it? Oh my god! I'm so sorry. Stop.
Bye. Next topic.
Okay. No, wait.
Espérate, Paola.
I didn't say anything.
No, Paola.
I said nothing.
It's Johncito Bonito's fault. He picked it.
Johncito Bonito. I se los dejo, please. Okay. Anyway, that is it. I think that is it for Attack on Titans.
Yep.
Finally, just
go
to
see
say,
it.
And not to spoil anything for anybody, it's a fantastic show. It really, really is. It gives you so much of what humanity should really be. And, you know, I mean, I know you stopped taking.
Paola dice.
I know, just stop talking about it. I will. I'm going to stop.
You have to say, I have spoken. Yeah,
I have spoken. Yes.
We stop. That's it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say this. I really recommend it. It is a fantastic show to actually, portray how kind of actually humanity is right now. They actually believe whatever they hear, and they don't try and find the truth for themselves. And it is so good that way. That's why right now this show is really good. If you're really focused on what's going on up until season 3, where season 3 is actually continues to uncover the truth of so many things and actually draws it even closer to what society is right now. It will hit you in the heart and in the soul, and you're like, man, this is so good because you're living it right now. You're in the moment. And that's where my rant today came from. The stop believing everything you hear. That's where it came from. It is so good. Wow, it's clicking right now. Like, it's so good. That's why it's so good, guys. Compare it. See it. Understand it. You'll feel so much fear, emotion, love. It's amazing. Anyway, watch Attack on Titans. 1000% recommended. It is one of the best things out there, one of the best animes out there. And for 2 weeks from now, we're going to be talking about Demon Slayer.
Thanks to Aldros.
Thanks to Aldros 86. He redeemed his points, so we got to watch Demon Slayer.
So next week, we're not going to have a spotlight of the week. The week after, that's going to be Demon Slayer. Irredeemable. Yeah. So if you guys want us to talk about a specific movie, TV show, or play a certain video game, and we put it as a spotlight of the week, you can redeem that with channel points. That's going to be in the chat box, the little astronaut helmet, the yellow one that you see there. You can just click it, you redeem it, and then you just write whatever you want us to watch or play. And not only do you get a shout out, but you also get the spotlight of the week.
Yes. And I have an idea. Of more points for more stuff, but I will let you know in a second, and you guys will know what I'm talking about in a few. But anyway, now we're gonna go into the sassy stuff, which we waited almost 5 days for this, and we're like, oh my god,
what everybody wants to talk about. What is it?
It is. Wait.
I got that jingle.
I forgot to read the comments. It says Demon Slayer is fire. Eclipse Dad said. And he also said top 5 anime all time.
I've heard that.
Yes. Okay, voy a ver una serie que está pegada y me recomendaron y les cuento luego. Okay. Perfect. Demon Slayer is the anime.
Okay. We start this week to watch it.
Aldros, we just mentioned you. We just mentioned you that in 2 weeks we're going to talk about Demon Slayer. So here we go, man. WandaVision.
Sí, ahora, wait, guys. Everybody wants to now that we have a little, I know, Paola, I know you need to talk about WandaVision now. I know it. But I just want to tell you guys that we announced at the beginning of the show that I'm sending the link through the chat, but we officially have a store. We are launching the Legacy Universe store right here. So the link is in the chat. We have mugs, and we have certain anniversary tees that are only going to be available for the month of March.
Yes.
Did you lose me again?
Yes, almost. You sounded like a Autobot.
But we have. I'm gonna have to change the setup here in the room because the internet is not reaching me.
Yes. Do you want to share the page real quick?
Yeah, let me do that really quickly.
Yeah, bro. It was just when she started breaking, I was like, no. Ding, ding, ding. Snake. There we go.
There you go, guys. So this is our official shop, and these are all of the merchandise that you see here. So anniversary merchandise. We have the t-shirts, we have the v-neck, we have the team push buttons with my emote. We have Legacy Masters t-shirts for men and women and a v-neck for men and women. Legacy Masters mug, Legacy Masters tank tops. Another anniversary tee with just the logo, a t-shirt and a v-neck, and we also have a mug, and we also have 2 hoodies, one with the Legacy Universe Anniversary Edition and then the Legacy Master ones. And if you buy any of the merchandise of the anniversary tee in the back, it will always say level 1 because we are celebrating our first year. So the link is in the chat if you want to get any of these Legacy Universe goodies.
Yes, and somebody that we've already had a lot of purchases, but somebody that already received theirs actually sent us a picture of the mug already displayed, and he was drinking it and everything. And oh wait, did I send the video? No, I sent the picture. I'm actually going to upload the video, and let me see where it is. Here we go.
Look at how nice that looks.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah, I like it. I want that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. ¿Cuándo cumplen el año? 15th.
Pero we are celebrating for the whole month of March. So the anniversary merchandise per se is going to be available in March, and after March is going to leave the store, and we're going to have new designs. I'm going to leave the page here so if you wanna, if I want to share it again.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, that's the link. The link is right here.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys can check that out. And if you buy anything, please send us pictures and videos. We will love to feature you on all of our social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, here on Twitch, the whole shindigs. You guys know we love you.
Anyway, let's jump to what everybody wants to talk about.
Vamos a hablar de. Mira, tírame el jingle. Vamos a hablar de WandaVision. Uy, creo que me fui.
Ya, se te fue el hilo. Okay, yes. WandaVision, mi gente, this has been a road.
Mira, es como, el pueblo reclama y nosotros
el pueblo reclama.
We give the people what they want. They want WandaVision. I put my top 3 moments of this episode right here in this freaking picture. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. The person that has not seen this episode and is saying, oh, spoiler, no me voy. What the heck have you been doing, bro?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can start it. You can definitely start this.
Ay, Dios mío. Okay, so guys, this is the second episode that we see at 3 a.m. because now we found out that the episodes come out at 3 a.m. and we wait until 3 a.m. to see them, so we don't have any spoilers on Friday. This episode for me tied in with episode 7. I think it's a great continuation of Wanda's journey, but this episode was a very difficult episode for me to watch because it is Wanda coming to terms with her situation and accepting her reality. Yeah. I have to say that for me, Elizabeth Olsen in this episode, she kills it. She was so heartbreaking in every scene that dealt with her dealing with what happened in her childhood, then what happened with Vision, and then what eventually leads her to transform Westview into the sitcom that we've been seeing for the past 7 episodes. I honestly, after this episode, I have to say that there's been a lot of theories. And of course, if you guys have your theories, throw it in the chat because that's why we love to talk about WandaVision. There's been a lot of theories, but I read today that the director said of the last episode, he said that he feels that a lot of people are going to be disappointed with the finale because of all the theories that they had. And it's going to be something completely different than what we are expecting. So even though I have my ideas, I'm just going to stick to waiting until the episode, not even patiently, because I want to see this episode like now. And I really want to see Wanda in her Scarlet Witch outfit because there is a beautiful, beautiful scene in this episode, which is the scene with Wanda where she's in yellow, where she has the vision and she sees herself as the Scarlet Witch, like a godly being. And it was so amazing. And the more I think about this episode and I see pictures and I see clips, I always get goosebumps. I don't know how to explain it. I love this episode, even though it was really, really hard for me to watch. And I loved it, man. I get speechless like talking about it. And if we see Wanda with her Scarlet Witch outfit, that's the Funko Pop that I'm getting. I already told myself that one and Agatha's Funko Pop.
There is a Funko Pop that actually came out of that's gonna come out that Paola shared with, I think it's Paola, right? About Vision, and I think Agatha.
Yeah, so because in this episode, the Vision that you guys see in this picture is actually White Vision, and we find out that Hayward has been lying this whole time. He was telling everybody that Wanda broke into a sword and stole Vision's body, and we actually find out in this episode that Wanda created Vision. Like it wasn't the same Vision that was in Sword, and then he gets transformed into White Vision, and I have to give
amazing.
I have to give it to Z Lazy Pants to Paola, because she told me this last Friday when we were talking. She was like, White Vision is coming. This is what's going to happen. And the mid-credit scenes is them unveiling White Vision. And I'm guessing that White Vision is going to have the power to get into the Hex and fight Wanda. And I already saw a picture for Fridays. It's a picture, a promo picture. And I hope it's an epic fight. So
okay.
That's it.
All right. So what I got to say about this episode is that this episode was, it was everything that I was waiting for. And the thing about theories is that we can all speculate, we can all say all the theories we want. And by the way, Spider Popo, start writing your theory, because we're going to read it as soon as you put it in. If anybody has a theory, put all your theories in right now. Write all your theories. But we can have all the theories we want. But whoever said, the director, I think it was, people are going to be disappointed because none of what they said is going to happen. Well, two things. One, he could be lying for sure. One of those theories could be the truth. And it's to actually bring down the expectation of people, the anticipation for them to stop. Because here's the thing. We've seen how people don't know how to produce and inherit what the actual product is. And because they get so consumed by the theories of what they really want for themselves to see, that's when they start hating and they start saying, oh, this would have been better. That would have been better. Well, you know what? Why the fuck didn't you write it? Why aren't you the one that's writing? Why aren't you the one that's in the writing room right there? Why aren't you directing it?
Yeah.
Because the way that you would have been even written it would have sucked probably. Now, this is not, I'm not trashing everybody's theories or anything. I'm just trashing the people that give a theory and are like the angry mobs. Like the angry mobs. Like you gotta give it, you give your theory, but then you gotta accept, man, it wasn't, but wow. Or man, or you don't even have to like what they showed. But just saying that, being petty and then saying like, oh, this would have been better or that would have been better. We understand that there's a lot of ways that it could have been done. There's 1,000 ways or more that the show could have been done, but there's only one way it can be done. And it's the one that's already written. I mean, if that were the case, there'd be 1,000 writers in the writing room and they would never have a show because no one would decide on a freaking scene.
And I was going to say that I read a comment to John that I found on Twitter that I find that I feel that it's very true. And it was this some Twitter saying that bad.
I was losing you. Okay, there we go. Now we got it.
Let me see something.
What?
I think it's you, porque yo estoy viendo el live y yo me veo bien. No, ahí me fui.
Me vas a porfiar. You're gonna tell Paola a liar? She was the one saying that you actually looked like Cybertron stuff.
Bueno, I'm not. I can't see the comments. So
Lazy Pants said that you sounded like Cybertron.
I'm not telling Paola she's a liar. So estate quieto. Okay. Mira. Es que el internet aquí está bien malo. I don't know what I'm gonna do for Friday. Pero what I'm trying to say is that I read a comment on Twitter of this person that was saying that she feels sad that WandaVision is not as appreciated as other Marvel stuff because it does not include the key factor for male audiences, which is like a bunch of action scenes. And I have to say that I agree with that person 100% because what Marvel did with WandaVision was completely different from what we were expecting with everything that comes out of Marvel. And I have a fear. I haven't seen anything from Falcon and the Winter Soldier, not trailers, nada. Like I haven't seen anything. But my fear is that they're gonna try to show and maybe it's not gonna be as interesting. ¿Me fui?
Yeah. Okay, repítelo. Repeat.
My fear is that they're gonna try to compensate that with that show, and then it's not gonna be as interesting as WandaVision. But it was like Paola was telling me, we were talking on Friday, she was like, we just have to wait until the show comes out because we don't know what story they're going to depict.
Exactly.
Pero that's something that I agree on when people talk about like, oh, WandaVision isn't that good. And I'm like, what do you mean it's not good? It's a tragedy from the first episode. I saw the first episode and I said, this is Wanda not accepting the reality. This is the perspective of somebody that has mental illnesses and she is dealing with depression. And it's like Paola said in one of the comments, I never thought that out of all the characters, Wanda was going to be the most that I related to because of her situation, because of what she was going through. Because I feel like at some point we've all been there in some way, shape, or form, dealing with depression and dealing with our realities and wanting our realities to be something else. So for me, this is why I think, and I said this from the time that I saw the first episode, this was going to be one of the best shows of 2021. And that's not saying that, other shows like The Boys and possibly Falcon and the Winter Soldier are going to be great shows. But I knew that this boy.
Se fue.
Okay?
Hello. Yeah, now.
Okay. That this show was gonna be amazing. So take over. Déjame ver si puedo resolver aquí porque I'm getting really mad at this.
Okay, got it. So I'm about to say what I think about the show because I didn't actually give my best things, and then we're gonna jump into the comment section since we got a bunch of stuff that we have here that people are writing. Thank you for writing. Giving your theories and all that kind of stuff. That's what we want. We want people to talk about this. But yeah, my favorite part of the entire episode, honestly, was the scene particularly. And I think this is Ash's favorite scene as well. It is the one when Wanda actually goes into the room and gets to touch Vision. And she's actually putting her hand over his head and saying, I don't feel you. I can't feel you. That to me was heart-wrenching. It was heartbreaking. And throughout the entire episode, you can actually see the sorrow, the pain, the sadness within Wanda, and how Vision was actually, before they were together, how he was curious about Wanda. He was curious about this being that was so sad, and they lived together in the Avengers estate. And it was kind of like, for me, it was mind-boggling. It was fantastic. The way that I was actually watching. Hey, you're back. The way that I was watching.
I'm so good in the internet thing, so I might disappear.
Okay. Yes, and to me that scene was fantastic, and it's so hard to pick one particular moment where it was the essence of the entire episode, because the entire episode was fantastic. But not to be a broken record, but now the scene that I saw that it was amazing was that we finally identified that, like you said, Ash, she actually blew up and it is chaos magic. And we finally identified that the entire Marvel universe, Feige had been fooling us into thinking that she derived her powers from the Mind Stone. She did not. She always had the chaos magic within her. What the Mind Stone did was kind of unlock a side of her soul to actually tap that potential and start unveiling it bit by bit, and showed her a vision of who she was to become.
Exactly.
So the powers that she had did not come from the Mind Stone. This was proof on this episode and revealed to the entire world. So the Mind Stone. Oh no, I'll tell you this. Ozzy, the other day, he was speaking about it, which is one of our viewers and one of my sister's boyfriend. He actually said it's chaos magic. He was not wrong on what he said, because in the comic books, it is chaos magic. So far, up until this last episode, the powers derived from the Mind Stone until these visions that only Wanda could see. It was her memories. We identified that the powers came from chaos magic. So that was a great way to see it. Which chaos magic, now that I'm jumping into chaos magic is the universe, the God magic. It is all of it. It is all of it. It is everything. She is one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful being in the universe of the comic book of Marvel. She has the power to create and destroy. There is a particular power called, I think, reality altering, and she has the Alpha and Omega. And she has the Alpha and Omega. I looked it up. I looked up at what is the definition of chaos magic. There's so much within it that it was summed up to God-like magic, or God power, like logic distortion. Oh my God, there's so much that I can tell. I'm gonna name a couple of them. So here we go. These are the applications that actually go to her. So it is absolute will. Absolute will is the power that has limitless willpower and manipulates all of creation using nothing but pure force of will. And subpower is omnipotence, not to be confused with almighty mind or indomitable will. There's so many, man. And chaos inducence, chaos manipulation, chaos energy manipulation, conceptual magic, which is the power to use conceptual magic, form of magic, variation of conceptual manipulation. So many things. But in reality, if we want to jump into what happened to Vision, which is reality warping, I believe it was, within Alpha and Omega. I had particularly found it the other day and I lost it. But we can definitely find it later on. But if you guys look it up, just look up chaos magic, and you will definitely find the power within. What Wanda did was she actually blew up inside the house, which was absolute and Alpha and Omega. I think it was something like that. But this vision is real. This vision is real. And she does have the power to make this vision real outside of the hex. It's just that power is not known within her mind yet. So she definitely can make this vision real. And the other vision is fake. The other vision, well, technically it's not fake. It is the same vision induced with those powers, but we don't know how that vision is going to work. What we do know is that if it is used based off the comics, this vision eventually becomes to be the good vision. And maybe the soul of the original vision gets induced into that white sentinel vision that was created. So yeah. This is a fantastic show. So we can talk about a lot of things, but I want to give a chance to the chat.
Yeah, because the chat is like blowing
up. The chat is blowing up.
Because there's a lot of like WandaVision theories, but I have to highlight. Wait, give me 1 second. Cap Jack, who said congratulations on our anniversary. So thank you so much, Cap Jack.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, so let's jump.
Everything is like WandaVision. So let's jump to your comments, guys.
Yes. So Lazy Ben said, it was also difficult to me to watch as well. I have never related to a character so much until that episode happened. Yes.
Yep, me too.
It was a very hard episode because we had never seen so much pain. because I can tell you we've seen the entire universe of the 22 or to 23 movies of Spider-Man. And yes, we've seen like Spider-Man cry and being heartfelt and all the crying. And even in Infinity War, how painful it was for everybody to be lost. But there was not one moment of a character that you could follow for an entire 20 minutes that you can feel their pain and sorrow the way she felt it. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And this episode was the purity of Wanda's pain throughout the entire Marvel universe that we've seen her up until this point. And it was insane. It was hard.
And I wanted to say that I saw on Instagram like a meme saying like which scene was the hardest, and they had like, you know, when Black Widow dies, when Iron Man dies, and there was like 2 more scenes, then there was Wanda. I think Wanda for me was more painful.
No, but you mean in the movies?
No.
Or the entire Marvel universe now? Sorry.
The entire Marvel universe.
Yes. And because up until the point before the WandaVision was Tony.
No, I know, but okay, they added the scene with when she goes and visits Vision at Sword that she says, "I can't feel you." So they were like, which one was the worst? And I was like, I mean, Wanda was the worst. More than Tony Stark for me, personally.
Now, I think what people are trying to say is because they've seen Tony Stark for so much more. That's why they feel it hurts them more. It hurts them. But when you become more sensitive to the fact that look at this woman that has suffered since her childhood. Tony did not suffer since his childhood. Yes, his father was like absent into that thing, but Wanda lost her parents probably when she was like 11 or 12. And it was insane. And Tony had been like this narcissistic guy and all that kind of stuff up until when we saw him for the first time when he was like 35 or 40 or something like that. So that's when he learned. So that's why Wanda's suffering is worse and it's more impactful in our opinion. So we are forgetting that Feige is a simple man. He likes the simple things. And I know what you're referring to. And when we were talking about it, about the, when he mentioned people would be disappointed about the theory making. And I mean, it's, the point of theories and overthinking things is that it's so exciting on how everything is unfolding, even with the theories of the Fantastic Four and all that it didn't come to it didn't came true, at least up until the point that we were thinking that was going to happen. Like I had a feeling that what do you call it, Monica Rambeau was going to be Captain Marvel, Photon. She kind of did. She actually became that because I actually derived it from her cells altering in episode 6. So I mean, she's technically not named Captain Marvel, but it's actually Captain Marvel, and one of her nicknames and one of her names called is Photon. But essentially, at one point, if she gets the name Captain Marvel, it's going to be because she's the protector of Earth, while the other Captain Marvel, which is Brie Larson's character, is out in the universe, protecting other universes the same way. So essentially it's Photon, but it is Captain Marvel as we follow it also in the comic books where she has like different nicknames and stuff like that. So, not all theories do come true. Some do, that's the fun of it, but just don't take it to heart when it doesn't. That's the point that I was trying to make. But yes, he's a simple man. Lazy Pants says, I still believe that the House of M could still possibly be possible in some degree, but we still get so many curveballs on how wrong we could be in the last episode. Exactly what I was saying about theories.
I'm just gonna wait for the episode to come out on Friday at 3 a.m, and I'll be up. We'll be up and we'll watch it. Like it is what it is. I don't have anything else to say.
It is what it is. It is what it is. And here, Nico D'Angelo says, my theory is that she did the same thing that Agatha did in the opening when she was killing Vision on Infinity War. She was sucking part of Vision's life. That's why she was able to make him with the same life force that she took. Nice. That is a very impressive theory. And the reason why I say this is because when she was unveiling and she was exploding with chaos magic, the life that was being created from Vision, it was actually yellow. it was coming from some sort of force. Yes, it was coming from some sort of force of the Mind Stone. If anybody watches that scene again, the chaos magic of Wanda is blowing up in red. But when Vision is being created and something is being pulled from her, it's actually like yellow. So
like the Mind Stone, like the Mind Stone, right?
Yes. So here's another theory to add on to that. Maybe, just maybe, because she is as powerful as we're talking about, Wanda could be more powerful than all the Infinity Stones put together, and she could just destroy them if she wants or manipulate them as she wants. And because if we think about it, chaos magic is all the powers of the Infinity Stones. Mm-hmm. Chaos magic is all the powers of the Infinity Stones. So she has them all. She technically doesn't need the stones to produce any type of magic. So I agree with your theory, but I also think that she actually is more powerful than all the Infinity Stones put together. And the Mind Stone helped unlock that, because you know how we speak where the minds being used like 10% of their abilities and stuff like that. The Mind Stone just unlocked it. All that, all the power that she actually had. Now she's learning how to use it and manipulate it, and how it's coming about, where she doesn't even know she has that kind of power. And Agatha just revealed it to her when she was holding the twins by the neck of a string of something of what? I don't know, magic. But
purple magic.
Magic. This episode made me believe that she will not be a mutant in the universe right now.
Yeah.
That is a possibility. First of all, I have a question. What is the question, Spider Popo? How do you guys think we can return Vision completely back again? I explained it earlier, actually. There's two ways. I think because if you don't need to see the comic books or like that, you can see actually certain sections of it. But in the comic books, there's a moment where we see that the actual White Vision turns to be good in the end. Like it turns back to his regular Vision self. Again, the unlimited power that Wanda has could be key to bringing Vision back, and only him. Now, the way that this is made is because Vision is an exception, that he's a synthezoid. Like he's part machine, mostly machine. So the essence that Wanda just created is still Vision. That's why he couldn't remember anything before what happened outside of the Hanks, but could remember her because he came from inside her. So he did remember her, but not anything that happened before or after the events of the Avengers, the snap, and everything that happened, which in turn is called the blip. So he only was created by the love of her. So that's why he remembers Wanda more than anything. Now, the synthezoid, in the other hand, which is the White Vision right there that we are seeing, could remember Wanda all the events of the Avengers, because we still don't know exactly what this Vision can remember, can do, is possible of. So he could have all the memories of all the events that the Avengers took place. And maybe the theory that I'm having, which is this being, either Wanda turns him back into his regular self, and it's powered by whatever way they did it, and the essence of the Vision that G created gets pulled into that Vision. Like, there's so many ways, because chaos magic just breaks all the rules. Like, seriously, there's no theory that could be so out of the norm that is not possible. Like, all theories with chaos magic can happen. That's the beauty of this. That is real. So that is my theory. I don't know if you had something to say about that, Ash.
You know, another theory that I have. It's not like to bring Vision completely back again, but I really think that possibly the big cameo that Paul Bettany was saying that was going to happen was probably White Vision, and he was like playing everybody. So
playing himself. I was loving to play this character.
That was the big character
and acting with this actor
with
himself. That'd be funny. Yes. Here we got Nico D'Angelo saying the White Vision is the new body for Vision. That's it. yeah, there you go. That what I think will happen unless he dies completely, but I don't think so. Yeah, I agree with you right there. I was just talking about it. Yeah. You fine. Continue. Okay, thank you. I will continue. Cap Jack saying to Spider Bubble, maybe Hank Pym Ant-Man could bring him back, or making a deal with Mephisto or Doctor Strange in the new movie. I see your theory, but I kind of believe more the Chaos Magic one, where Chaos Magic would be the one and Wanda would be the one to bring him back. Because again, I don't think Doctor Strange would bring him back. The reason why Doctor Strange would not bring him back is because he cannot break the rules of reality. He is the only one that's actually protecting him and his society, like the people that he's protecting and from that taught him all this. They are the ones that are actually trying to protect the rules of reality, of time, and of all that. So Doctor Strange is actually pulled in to probably go against Wanda. That's what I think. It's probably going to go against Wanda and try to protect everything that she's undoing. And maybe he's the one that teaches Wanda that, hey, everything that you're doing, everything that you're unveiling, even though you do have the power to do certain things, you shouldn't. But that's what I think. A good one. I don't know which one you're talking about, my friend. We've been here for a while, but I'm pretty sure it's a good one.
No,
Cap Jack. This one.
The name okay. Before.
Yes. No, I'm sorry. No, I see it. Yeah, I honestly think the closest thing to this theory might be Mephisto, but I don't think it's going to be Mephisto. We thought it was going to be Mephisto because up until I thought it was going to be Mephisto as well, or Doctor Strange. But Doctor Strange is not going to be just because of what I explained. But real quick, I don't think Mephisto is going to be it either because, again, Wanda has the power already to do it. She did it. Now it's how can she manipulate that reality into putting that vision into the other body, or the synthesoid that was recreated of Vision will remember, and Wanda will just work her magic and make him just snap out of the control of Sword. Because honestly, Sword could just have a chip inside his head, and they can control him like that until Wanda snaps it, boom, like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you were saying.
I think my question is, I think that Mephisto might still be a possibility because the question that I have is, how did Agatha end up in Westview?
Yeah, that's also a good question. But you know what? I think as well that the reason why Agatha, and I think she might have explained it, I need to watch the episode again, is because she actually felt a surge of power close by that was familiar to her, and she wanted to investigate it. And
that's what I'm saying. How did she get inside too? So that's
she had her magic. She has her magic. I mean, I think she also explained that a little bit. But again, I kind of started discarding Mephisto in last episode. Yeah. Okay. The Mind Stone amplified her powers. It is a possibility, but I truly believe that it was just unlocked a potential, a blockage that she had on her mind. And I think that was it. But that's not also far from the truth from what you're saying. Yes, the Scarlet was always there, but it was unlocked. Yep. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Right there. Don't you tell me no. Don't you tell me no, bro.
Now, bro.
Now, bro. Agatha said it right there in the episode. The stone amplified her powers. Did she? She did? I gotta watch it again. It's been a week. It's been almost a week.
Again. Yeah.
You might be right. Yeah, you might be right. But yeah, you might be right. Let's see. And Lazy Pants, the Mind Stone just revealed her what she was going to become and ignite her already limitless power. Period. No busque nada más ahí. Well, I honestly gotta watch the episode again, because if that's true, then yes. Funny thing is that chaos magic comes from Ton, the original creator of the Dark Hole. I've heard of him. I know that the chaos magic, I've heard that it came from a certain gods. I think it was. I think that's the person that you're talking about. But I haven't researched it like that. But I believe that the fight will be soul and body. That's the last fight for the Visions. That would be amazing.
Nice.
Soul
That
and
would be
body.
sick.
That is amazing because I think if that's how it happens, that's how the one Vision remains alive. Like the soul
I mean,
that Wanda
yeah.
created in the hex gets in the body of the Synthesoid. That's what the sword has. That is it. See, that's what I was talking about. Angelo, man. Bowie.
But if you see, but that's the thing. But okay, you have to see the promo picture as well.
No, I don't want to see that.
I know what he's saying. That I know it's not a spoiler. It's not a spoiler.
Anyway, but Angelo, I completely agree with you. That is it. I completely agree with you. Nico D'Angelo, Aldros is saying, yeah, the book in Agatha's dungeon might have been the Dark Hold. I think Catan, I think that's his name. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Like Catan will make a quick cameo on. Hopefully, he will be the villain in the multiverse of darkness, of madness. I think that's what you mean. Multiverse of madness. Yeah. Ash, I sent you 2 photos to Messenger. That's what he sent you?
Yeah.
No,
but,
please.
no.
I'm not going to see them.
I'll show you later.
Yes, I'm not going to see. I don't want to see them. All right.
No. Son unos memes.
Okay, Spider Bubble. I don't think they will give much on emphasis in chaos magic. No, they won't. There's actually, you can actually look, like Google, what chaos magic really is. That's what I found. I was looking through them, and I forgot a couple of them, but chaos magic within it has the alpha and omega, which is you can create and you can take away. That's one part of the perks of chaos magic, if you say. Spider Purple says Wanda will fight Agnes with a victory. White Vision will fight Original Vision, destroying it again, but with the memories of Vision in Wakanda, Shuri's lab, and the White Vision body, which I'm sure they'll get somehow. They're bringing the Vision again. Yes,
that could be true.
I am pumped for that.
This is something, Angelo just wrote it, but this is something that I agree with Angelo. I would like for Agatha not to die.
Wait, but we're getting to that. Okay, yes. I would like for not that to happen either.
It's already in the comments, so
yes. We'll get it. We'll get to that. I don't want Strange to come and save Wanda. No, me neither. Let her save the world herself.
Yeah.
You know what?
We can't do no, venga, porque Wanda's not a damsel in distress type of.
She's not. But I don't want.
Pero she's gonna be.
No. Yes. Okay.
Acuérdate que it's confirmed that she is going to be the main focus of Phase 4 of the MCU. So if she's going to be the main focus, that means that she's going to be extremely freaking powerful.
But that's what I mean. Like, I don't think Doctor Strange is going to save her. I think Strange is going to help her. Manage chaos magic, because I think that there might be a possibility that the chaos magic just goes out of control. That's why Multiverse of Madness gets created, because the chaos magic just goes out of control as to something's going to happen in this last episode, and it ties in to Doctor Strange, as Marvel Studios has already implied. That's why Doctor Strange is going to come in, probably not save her, but just help her understand, like, because Doctor Strange is not more powerful than Wanda. That's clear. That's very clear. So he can't save her. He can bring her down to her senses. That's what he can do. But he cannot save her. She's not going to be a damsel in distress. She's going to save herself. But it's like me giving you counseling. I can't save you. I can give you some piece of advice, but you're the one that has to use that advice and try and adjust, and adjust it whatever way you want. But I don't think that's going to be it. She's going to just be helped coming into senses. But I think she is powerful, not as Scarlet Witch, but she must have sucked a lot of witches in her lifetime. Oh, Agatha. Yeah.
Agatha.
For sure.
Yeah.
Please, Marvel, don't kill Agatha. No, I don't want her to die either. She's so good.
No. I feel like that would be. I honestly feel that if that happens, it's going to be a waste on Marvel's part, because I know that a lot of people won't like the fact that she gets killed in the next episode. We were talking with Angelo, and he pointed out something really cool, that possibly Agatha could be the person who teaches Wanda how to control her chaos magic in some way, shape, or form. I think that would be an excellent way to keep showcasing her. And I also feel that we just met Agatha.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is due, in fact, to great writing and, you know, Catherine Hahn's interpretation of the character. But I feel like I want to know more about her. She's a very interesting. They've made her into a very interesting character. So, in my opinion, I think it would be a waste to kill her on the next episode. It's going to be bad on Marvel's part if that happens.
Yes.
I hope she escapes. That's my thing.
Yeah. Oops, I jumped from okay. They will kill it. You'll see. Yes, that's the Vision. We were talking about it, and then he will become the one. Yeah. There was a rumor that they wanted to create Strange's Academy with Wanda as a teacher. Would you see that? Oh, hell yeah. But here's the thing. No,
that's like an X-Men type of situation. I want to see Wanda kick some ass.
Yeah, but Wanda, the Strange Academy is more wizardry, more magic. That's going to be the world that's going around it. Okay, fine.
I want to see her. I want to see her kick some ass, because now Marvel has a lot more powerful beings. Yes, I agree, but the thing with Wanda is that she's in her moment, because we've known Wanda throughout the Avengers, but everybody knew the potential that she had, and everybody was saying Marvel is sleeping on her, and then they decide to make her the main the main focus of this phase 4. And I think it's her time. And she has become, in my eyes, one of the relatable characters. And this is reflected on what we see in WandaVision and how it has made a connection with audiences. So I think it's her time to shine. Apart from Spider-Man, apart from, you know, Doctor Strange and Captain America, who were already well established. So
yeah. And here says Nico D'Angelo, but Strange has a lot more control next to Wanda. Yes, that's why I think it could be in between Strange and Agatha. But I think, based on what it's been promoted already, I think it's going to be Strange, because there's no reason for you to promote the Multiverse of Madness and say that Wanda's going to be there if he's not going to be some sort of, try. Yeah,
and she's on the official cast list after Benedict Cumberbatch on like every article and movie website that you search. So.
Doctor Strange can help her understand about her magic, because he is a practitioner of the magics. And since he understands and knows about basically everything, reasons why Wanda would be in the Multiverse of Madness with others, so she can understand and learn more about what she can do. I agree. Harkness is the yin to Strange's yang. They both seek knowledge, one responsible, the other one a lot more messy.
Yeah.
Which is like lust. Which is Agatha. The main thing for me is that in the comics, Strange doesn't believe that chaos magic is real, and that will make amazing story for the character. Yeah. He didn't believe that magic was real when he was a doctor.
I know.
Look at him now.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
How he deals with the news, that
he never learned about.
He never learned. He never learned about this. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so there's a lot that Marvel can bring to the table. It's just we have to see what is their plan, what they want to bring, and what they want to mix up from the comics. Because you guys have to remember also that even though the comics exist, a quality that has pertained in the MCU is that they take some of these elements from the comics and then make them their own. I always give the example of Spider-Man. We didn't get the same story that we got with Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield. We have the Spider-Man who, up until this day, we have no idea how he got his powers. It was just that Tony Stark saw a video of him on YouTube, and he said, "Oh, you know, you're going to be my kid, and you're going to be an Avenger." So I think all these theories are interested, but I think Marvel is starting a new phase where they are going to leak so much information. They're going to leak so many pictures because they want to fuck around with the fans, because that's definitely what they did in WandaVision, and I'm expecting that for Spider-Man. They've already done it for Spider-Man 3. It's going to happen for Doctor Strange and everything moving forward in the MCU. So I feel that Marvel right now is going to start to play a game with the audience in order to surprise them in the biggest way, because it was like Angelo was saying that we were talking last Friday, that there's like no mystery anymore to movies and going to a movie theater and just basically enjoying a film. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, guys, we're done reviewing WandaVision. This was a great discussion. Thank you guys for throwing your theories. Hopefully we see something fantastic on Friday.
Yep.
I'm not expecting any of our theories to actually be met, because that's the best way for you to anticipate nothing. And then when you get something, it's fantastic. Like your expectations. That's what you got to do. But in the meantime, again, thank you again for participating, and we will see you guys. No, I'm kidding. We have a little bit more of gaming
universe,
and we got 3 of them. Actually, we got 3 or 4. We have 4 of them, and these ones kind of will run a little bit quick because just giving them out there, and then we spoke of one like half and half of it already. But we're gonna start off with gaming news, and we're gonna start off with PlayStation Store continues movie and TV purchases and rentals. This news came out this week. It was something to be expected because we already have Netflix, we already have Hulu, we already have Disney Plus, we have HBO Max, we have all of these streaming services, and this is like the oldest news that we've talked about. Streaming services has been a boom since the pandemic actually hit. It was to be expected. And honestly, their strength is in the games, not in their movies. I mean, in terms of their library that they put and from other licenses, because Sony does make movies. I mean, they own Spider-Man pretty much, but this is Sony Computer Entertainment. It's like the gaming industry of Sony. So it honestly is not a big of a hit. They're actually relieving themselves from a lot of payments, a lot of bad businesses right now, where even if they get to share that, no one's going to really buy as much as they used to from the PlayStation Store versus watching the streaming services that you can watch for just $9 or $6 a month. All you can watch, like a buffet, all you can eat for $20 until you die of like gluttony and stuff like that. You know, that's pretty much what the streaming services are, and it's what it's doing to cable and to right now Sony, but PlayStation. So I don't think they're taking a hit. They're still going to keep their application of Netflix and Hulu, because that is a partnership. That is still a partnership to actually show your application on different platforms. But they're not going to continue the partnership with those other companies. Like, you know, we just recently watched, I think we watch it on PlayStation, or did we watch it on Amazon? John Wick 3.
John Wick on Amazon.
On Amazon, see? We even watched it on Amazon. We didn't
because on the PlayStation Store they didn't have the third one. We were missing the third one from John Wick. They had it in a bundle that you had to pay for the bundle, and I was like, I'm not. I already saw the first one, the second ones. So for me, this news is okay. I just feel that due to the pandemic, there's a lot of things that are going to be cut, and I think that maybe PlayStation / Sony is going to strive to focus more on their games. This is something that is kind of what Nintendo does. If you guys know, Nintendo doesn't have any type of rental service for movies or TV shows or purchases. They just focus on their games, and I think that moving forward, PlayStation knows what the best thing is for them, and it's their gaming universe, like no pun intended. So they are going to focus on the best gaming titles that are going to come out, and then that's going to be it. And if people and maybe they'll start incorporating something of a rental in video games. Like, you never know what they're trying to come up with. I know that's like an old school thing.
They already have
that you would go rent a game.
They already have.
I didn't know that.
You mean Nintendo or PlayStation?
No, I'm talking about PlayStation.
Yeah,
I'm giving the example of Nintendo.
Called PlayStation now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes,
but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think the only possibility that we could see is that they only showcase the films or TV shows that are made under the PlayStation movie universe. I forgot the name of under the Sony title. So, for example, they'll have a library of like Uncharted
Spider-Man.
or The Last of Us when it comes out, Spider-Man. So I could see that them solely focusing on our gaming, our products, and then any films that are made from PlayStation Studios, which is the new studio agreement that they have with Sony to distribute the video game, adaptations that are coming, like the ones that I mentioned. So
yeah, definitely. But yeah, that's it for this news. It's quick here and there. Now, next one. Short, sweet, and to the point. Now, the next one is Need for Speed delayed due to Battlefield 6. Now,
I don't know how many people are like fans of Battlefield 6. But basically, EA confirmed that they're going to shift studios around to meet their pandemic needs, their mid-pandemic needs. So this basically means that they're going to focus more on Battlefield 6 instead of the new Need for Speed. And it's been delayed for next year, if I'm not mistaken. This is something that it's okay for me. I've never played Battlefield. I like Need for Speed, but it's because I've seen John played it. And I think we saw the film in movie theaters, which is it's kind of a dumb film, but it's a dumb film that I enjoy. Like there's stunts in that movie that happened that there's no way that in real life that would happen. But I thought it was an enjoyable film. So I guess this is I have you played Battlefield? Has anybody played Battlefield?
Battlefield at this point it's more known because of the massive multiplayer that it could have, like the versus, like it's huge servers that it has for where people can actually go like 30 versus 30 people, stuff like that. But that actually is just getting overshadowed with just the battle royales of almost every single game. And it's going to be interesting on how this new Battlefield comes out, Battlefield 6, and what features they're actually, trying to implement that would be different than what Call of Duty is right now. Because, Call of Duty,
if it's the same, if it's kind of like the same thing as Call of Duty, because that's what I got.
The essence of it in terms of the first person and then the shooting and all that kind of stuff. Yes, the story is what differs. Certain features, it's different. Now you could say that maybe some sort of weapon manipulation, how you handle it, could also be different. But it's just they're coming from the same what do you call it, background, and one does a World War I game, the other one does a modern game, the other one goes to World War II, the other one goes to more, not too modern, but in between, or goes futuristic, like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, that a lot of people didn't like. So they're just battling and fighting for the same thing. The only thing that one can outshine from the other, if you do a regular game, would be the story. And the maps that people enjoy when they're, playing. And then in the Warzone thing, it's just, I think the only thing that EA has left to do is just a battle royale of Battlefield. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, but at least from what I've seen, the Call of Duty one has been like a pain in the ass because it has updates every single day.
Oh my God, I'm so tired of this shit.
Yeah. So if you're not staying tuned to the PlayStation Store or like any updates, you'll enter the game and it's like it needs another update. And it is the game. We have a PS5 and it is the game that takes up the most space on our PS5.
Dude, for you to buy, if you guys have only Call of Duty Warzone, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and Call of Duty the new Modern Warfare, those three games together waste over 500 gigabytes of your memory.
Yeah,
that's half of the terabyte of what your PlayStation Pro might have, and that's pretty much 90% of what the freaking PlayStation 5 has, which is, to me, it keeps being absurd on how low memory the PS5 has, which is about like 700 gigabytes.
Yeah, I was gonna say that the thing that I have to give the PS5 is the speed versus the PS4 when it's a lot better. But in terms of space, like if you get the digital one, you eventually, what that's gonna make you do is buy an external hardware that so you can have the games that you play. So we've resorted to having like no Hulu, no Netflix, no Twitch on the PlayStation 5, only having games that we are sure that we play. And then on the PS4, I have like in my account, I have like Overwatch, and I think you have Red Dead Redemption and Apex. And if we're gonna play any of those games, we have to switch it to the PS4.
Things. Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's been kind of a downer in that sense, you know.
Yeah,
in terms of expectations.
And the PS5 is a great system.
Yeah.
The only downfall, in my opinion, is what Ash said: the space, which is sucks.
And I don't know if somebody doesn't have the digital edition and they have the regular one and they have more space because of that.
No,
so
yeah. Anyway, but here, Need for Speed is getting delayed because it's the less of the games that actually produces more income for EA, and it's actually being forgotten. Whereas the hype was Fast and the Furious. That's why the game was so popular. But nowadays, there's the society has changed so much that what was once the shit, let's say like that, it's not anymore. We live in different generations that are coming up, different things. Like whoever thought Fortnite was going to be a thing when before it was like cars like that. Stuff like that changes over time.
I wasn't even into Fortnite. You remember? I wasn't even into Fortnite. I didn't like it, and then all of a sudden I started playing, and now I'm like hooked. I have to play that game at least every day for an hour, just to get my stress out. It's a good way to get my stress out. So
yeah, most definitely. Now, next news, and it's the second to the last. E3 will be virtual in 2021. We were speaking of the San Diego Comic-Con earlier, and I implemented actually the E3, which I completely forgot that I had to talk about it in the gaming section. Yeah. But so we're not going to jump too much into detail of this. This is pretty much what we talked about at the beginning. As San Diego Comic-Con is going to become virtual, E3 is going to become virtual. And I was talking about earlier about how Nintendo and Sony were doing the right thing. And I know that some people were pissed off, and I was talking to my boss about it and a couple people about it, where people got pissed off and didn't like the Nintendo Direct and State of Play. Three things that maybe Ash has one of them, and sorry if I actually say one of them. One, people, you got to understand that COVID happened. There was an entire year of less humongous.
That's not the thing. COVID is still out there. I see people acting like COVID does not exist. It's still out there, guys. Like it's still very much out there.
But it's going to become more natural. It's going to become like the flu. Yeah. It's as simple as that. As the flu was a death threat to everybody in the early 1000s and learn to control the medicine and stuff like that. That is COVID. That's what's going to happen. COVID would still exist. It just mutated into this. But it happened. There was an entire year of less productivity from every single company. Number two, why would me as a business, as a company, will reveal the greatest product that I have on my own personal stream, where I have the ability to go to the multi-universe stream or convention, which is E3, where people from Sony will jump in, players from Sony will jump in, companies like Microsoft will jump in, and players from Microsoft will jump in. From every single company, from Nintendo, we'll jump in, and then I will reveal my number one product so that people can see, oh, maybe now I'm going to buy a Switch, or maybe now I'm going to buy a PlayStation 5 or 4,
and
or maybe now I'm going to buy the Xbox One.
It's in the summertime. It's usually summer is when these gaming companies gear up to make their big announcements in terms of every game that will come leading up to Christmas. Because let's face it, like Nintendo is going to announce probably the new Switch, which I saw a concept art and it looks incredible, and it was purple, and I was like, I told John, I was like, I'm getting this one. Like if this is real, I'm getting it. And they're gearing up to announce that in the summer so that in December it's out and people start, buying it. That's why none of these I'm gonna finish right now. None of these like YouTube presentations, they specifically said we're not going to be talking about consoles because it's not viable for the companies.
They said it exactly. And when I saw both of them, I said, yep, that's exactly what I was going to expect. Like I wasn't expecting any games, any big announcements. Any of the things that people were anticipating. I was just expecting a great showing of different titles that I don't know about. And the rumor is that the new Pro system of Nintendo will come out at the beginning of next year, and the Breath of the Wild also, the second one, at the beginning of next year.
Mario Kart.
We don't have something set in stone. It's just a rumor. But E3 was gonna be virtual, so expect every single announcement that you want to hear in this convention. But yeah,
do you have the date for that?
For the do we?
Before I step into the BAFTA Game Award nominations.
Yes, so the E3, let's actually see, because I'm not sure if we have a date. E3 2021. Actually, let me see. Live event canceled. It says it right here. This is just, but I don't think there is a date yet on it.
I'm guessing maybe June or July, possibly.
Yeah, I'm looking up right now, but I don't see any dates on it yet. As E3 Live Enter has been canceled according to paperwork aboard Los Angeles convention last month. Yes, a canceled live event, though it will potentially license it to return 2022, 2023, but that is returning live. The event is returning live, which is, physical. Yeah, I don't think there's any date yet, but most likely it's going to be within the summer. Yeah, for sure.
But let's step into the last news of the day for today, TLU. Let's talk about it. I want to thank everybody who has been here from the start. Thank you for being here to talk about our favorite news of the week, and thank you for joining our universe. You guys are amazing. The last news that I want to talk about is, no shocker, but The Last of Us Part 2. Where is it? Right here. The Last of Us Part 2 leads the BAFTA Game Awards nominations, and this is like I said in our chat. I was like, haters will say it was bot.
Yes. So haters will say it was bot.
It was bot. So this game has a record-breaking 13 nominations, leading the field at the ceremony. It's the most nominations any game has received in the awards history, beating last year's record of 11 by 2 titles, Control and Death Stranding. Ghost of Tsushima, an action-adventure game, also received 10 nominations, including for Best Game and Multiplayer. The winners will be announced on March 25th, and the awards are going to be held online, a year from being the first major awards to be held virtually. So the big category, of course, is Best Game. The nominees are Animal Crossing: New Horizons, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Half-Life ALXY, The Last of Us Part 2, and Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, which I'm really happy because I don't think they got a Best Game nomination from the Game Awards. Am I bugging? Or
no, they did. They did.
I also want to say that Laura Bailey also got a nomination along with Ashley Johnson, and of course Troy Baker got a nomination for his performance as Joel. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this. We are huge fans of The Last of Us Part 2, and we've always said great things about this game. It's interesting that I have seen so many videos on YouTube of people that were hating the game, and they have come to terms now to say that this game is actually a masterpiece. And I'm proud to say that I'm proud to say that we played this game during the summer, and we've always thought that this game was a masterpiece, and we thought that it was the game of the year in 2020. So I'm not going to be surprised if this game wins all of the awards. It won the majority of the awards in the Game Awards. I think it's going to be the same with the BAFTA Game Awards nomination. And if you guys didn't know, Ashley Johnson, who played Ellie, she actually won an award for her performance as Ellie for the first game at the BAFTA Game Awards. So I'm crossing my fingers that Laura Bailey wins. I think her performance as Abby was breathtaking. So I'm rooting for her. I'm rooting for The Last of Us Part 2. I can't wait to see what happens, and I can't freaking wait for the show on HBO. So
yes. All right.
Can't
The
wait.
very last thing that we got is, as we always put it here, it is throw it into the universe. It is our special
I don't have
section.
one today.
I have one. I actually have one, and it is, please. I hope that Henry Cavill still is Superman, and the Black Superman is a Superman from a different universe, a different timeline.
Okay.
I want a Black Superman. But
you don't want Henry Cavill to live.
But I want him. I don't want him to substitute Henry Cavill. I want him to be its own thing. And this is, you Black Superman. You're not Clark Kent.
You want them to
let it be Larry Don Shea or something like that, whatever, or from a different planet. Not Henry Cavill. I mean, not Clark Kent. Sorry. Let you be somebody else, because again, why do you keep destroying? Even when you're trying to represent, you're not really representing. You're just how do you say this? It's like,
I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but I think also, and you didn't mention the fact that this film is going to be produced by J.J. Abrams, which I'm scared because
no, it is. I think I did when I was reading the
you did?
when I was reading
I don't trust JJ since Star Wars, so I don't know what's up with this guy. But I understand where you're coming from, but I think also that I think we just have to wait. I really do believe that it's going to be a Superman from another universe, because DC is well known for their multiverse and how they do it on the CW, and they're probably trying to bring that formula to the films because it's worked so well on TV. So maybe that's where they're trying to incorporate, and we're not going to know anything up until we see the Flash movie. That's just and not even Justice League, because Justice League is reshoots and a retelling of a movie that ended up being super shitty. So but now that you said that, I want to throw into the universe that I would love Michael B. Jordan to play Superman, just so I can enjoy that movie, you know?
My God. Okay.
I'm just saying, you know.
All right. Okay. Well, fine. Yeah.
I'm throwing that out there. So I can have a good time, you know, and you can have your Superman. I know you don't care. I care.
Yeah. He's like,
Yo, he hates it when I do that. Anytime I talk about Michael B. Jordan, he's just like,
sure.
And hey, what if we get Michael B. Jordan as Superman, and then Charlize Theron is in that movie for some reason? You and I will have a great time.
We'll have a ball. We will have a ball. I have no hate towards Michael B. Jordan people. I'm just joking.
You'll have your crush. I'll have one of my crushes on screen.
Yeah. All right, we're getting actually throw it into the universe here. Let's see. Hulking and Wiccan is what I'm throwing into the universe. Okay, so I don't know the story about Hulking, but I know Wiccan. Is this where Wiccan is actually homosexual? He's actually gay. I think Wiccan. Angelo, correct me if I'm wrong. Are they like a male partnership?
Well, if it's based on what he sent me on Messenger, I think I would say yes.
I think it is, yes. So
I'll show you.
I'll show you later. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. So here, this is what I'm talking about. This is the type of thing that I would like. I would like things that exist to happen. Yes, like this Hulking and Wiccan, like the pair, but not force something that already exists to be different. Don't force anything that's already there to be different. Like, make something new that people could be proud of, and not just put paint over more paint instead of taking off the old paint. Like, let's do something new. Speed. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm reading it, but let's go through it. But yeah. Nico Daniel, yes, I agree with this as well. That's perfect. Quote: "My name is Clark Skywalker."
I saw a meme the other day, but it wasn't. Oh, it was with Agatha. So it's her holding Sparky, and she's like, they're like, "Who are you?" She's like, "I'm Agatha." Agatha Skywalker. She's like this. It was so good. I hate that scene from Star Wars. It's the worst scene ever. Why? I'm Rey Skywalker. I'm like, no, you not. Shut up. Bye. Bye.
Aunque escuche los nenes que estamos viendo ahora, seguirán siendo los personajes por ahora. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
I love them. They're so cute. They're so cute.
Hyperion in Marvel and Captain Britain.
Que haga el brinco, ¿verdad? Que haga el
Captain Britain, bro.
Go to Marvel, Henry Cavill. Go to Marvel. Go to Marvel.
I mean, ya está. Now there's already Captain Marvel. But Captain, okay, well, but isn't this because we see what was it? What was this movie that they're actually wanting to release? What if? The what if? Because Captain,
I can't wait to see that.
Maybe I'm talking. Sorry, yeah, maybe I'm talking about the wrong character, but Captain Britain.
Bueno, I don't know Hyperion, but we see Captain Britain and it's Peggy.
Yes.
And she looks amazing.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe. I think we're talking about the same character, Captain Britain, but no, we're not talking about the same character.
No,
we might not be talking about the same character. Nope.
Whoops.
Captain Britain is actually somebody else, but it actually I don't know the powers. I'm not very familiar with him, but I think the what if of the Captain America and all that it would be. I think that's what the what if is made for, but no. But that's not bad. Yeah, but Captain like Hyperion or Captain Britain, Henry Cavill jumping into the Marvel universe. That's funny. Somebody that was with Gina Carano 10 years ago.
Dios mío, stop talking about Gina Carano. She's old news.
Moving on to the next comment.
I lo que quieres hablar de Gina Carano.
Wicked and Hulk are a couple in the comics. Okay, yes.
Nice.
Speed is bisexual. Okay, so Speed. Okay, so Wiccan is homosexual, and Speed is bisexual. Okay, got it. Perfect. Eso está bien brutal, mano. I freaking love that. The Maximoff family representing. Yes, represent.
It's about time.
Yes,
about time.
Yes. I would love. Damn. I would make Henry Cavill a villain in Marvel. Okay.
You know. Can I tell you something?
Go ahead.
He was a villain in Mission Impossible, right?
He was great. I loved it.
Mira, I've always had this thing. I don't know if you would agree with me or the chat, but every time I see Henry Cavill, I think about Mario or Wario. If he has like the, I think about Wario more. But I've always thought like, mano, if they do like a really like a live action based Super Mario Bros, not like the old one with John Leguizamo, but like a really well done one that Mario is Henry Cavill or Wario, I think he would be a great pick. Pero eso soy yo en uno de mis viajes. Pero I saw him in Mission Impossible and I was like, he looks exactly like Wario. Just
like Wario.
Fit.
A fit Wario.
Fit.
Yes.
A fit Wario. I would. I'm throwing that into the universe. I'm throwing that into the universe. I don't care.
Captain Britain is in the same universe as Captain America. He's just from the UK.
Whoa.
Okay. So I'm guessing probably the same abilities. But okay, question for you, Angela.
That would be great.
Is Captain Britain from the future or from the same years as Captain America, like the 30s? Or is he from like the future as, Captain got frozen and all that? And probably the serum actually got used throughout time and throughout the years and made Captain Britain. Let me know because I'm not very familiar with that. But please, if you can, let me know. He would be a great Morlun. Morlun. Let's look at Morlun. Who is Morlun?
Sorry,
there's so many villains and Spider-Man and all that kind of stuff.
We haven't even talked about what I was talking. Mira, we haven't even talked about what I was talking with Angelo. That apparently Pedro Pascal is going to be in the MCU too. And Angelo gave me like great. Sí, no te acuerdas que I sent it to you. Apparently he's in an undisclosed role for Marvel. Angelo gave me two great characters, but I think the one that he mentioned, which is Diablo, who is a villain for Fantastic Four, I think that might be it. because they are prepping for Fantastic Four. I literally Googled
yeah, sorry, I remember now.
I literally Googled which Marvel villain has el bigotito to see which one he was gonna get, and Angelo sent me those two. So I like that idea.
And I just searched who Morlum is. Morlum is a fictional supervillain appearing in America's comic books published by Marvel Comics. The character is a central foe of all the themed versions of Spider-Man, being one of their most powerful and dangerous adversaries. He is an entity from Earth 001 that hunts all the spider totems from traveling to the many multiverses of the Marvel Comics. He is best known as the temporary killer of the Earth 616 version of Spider-Man in the storyline Spider-Man the Other.
I remember him. And they mentioned him in Ay Dios mío. No, I'm sorry. I saw that comic book. I know Mysterio mentioned that Earth in Far From Home. And when I looked for it, there was a Spider-Man that was killed. ¿Te acuerdas?
But did they mention Morlun?
No. No, porque acuérdate que en Far From Home,
Mysterio... I was like, oh, they mentioned Morlun?
No.
I was like, no,
the multiverse. No, you said the Earth, and I remember the connection that I did. Dios mío. Okay, bye.
Yes. You remember? I'm sorry. You remember the Earth 616. Okay. So yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I think you just made a connection. Wait a minute.
See, that's what I'm saying. Dios mío.
No, but I'm thinking even deeper than that.
I'm telling you, like, this is why Far From Home is my favorite Spider-Man movie. That from the MCU. Sorry.
Wait.
Nothing beats Spider-Man 2 from Sam Raimi. Hamas.
Oh my God, Ashley. Wait a minute.
What? You gotta show me what you're looking at, because
there's no Earth 616 Spider-Man Far From Home. Director John Watts tells comicbooks.com. This was his comic book version of it. Jack Beck just of Earth is from Earth 19999. This is no. He doesn't say that. No.
Pero Mysterio mentions an Earth. I don't know. Whatever. I mean, it turned out to be kind of fake, I guess.
Wait.
That's a good question to ask. Was Mysterio actually lying, or did he really know about the multiverse?
Yeah,
because WandaVision happens months before Far From Home. That's why I'm curious.
This. Theories building the theories. Oh man. Okay, that's another story for another time that we're gonna actually do. Cavill could be Sentry. Okay, let's look for Sentry, because Sentry, we're getting so many characters here. Oof, there's so many characters that we can look up on. All right, Sentry from Marvel. Sentry. Marvel. Sentry. Oh my God! Sentry's the Superman of Marvel. I remember him now.
That would be so ironic.
Oh my God!
And funny that I would clap in that film. De que la película empieza, yo estoy para así.
Oh my God! I need to share this with you guys. I forgot about this character. Wow.
That would get a standing ovation from me. Any of the a lot more Supermans que dice Angelo.
This is Sentry to the left.
Oye, mira.
I completely forgot about him.
I could see him.
Could you imagine that? Oh shit. Sorry. Could you imagine? Oh, you fucked me over. You don't want me to be Superman anymore. Okay, I'm gonna be Sentry.
I mean, sí, pero Angelo says that he's a villain. I mean, el cuerpo lo tiene. He doesn't need to. Sí, el cuerpo ya lo tiene.
For sure.
So,
I know he's a villain. Yeah.
Ya lo se parece un montón. Mira, en Fantastic Four también. Whoa, bro.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm down for that. I like that. But I like what Angelo says. I would prefer him as a villain. He's already been the hero, so dame algo diferente.
Been the hero. Yeah. Britain is part of our guard that protects the Omniverse. He is protecting Earth 616. Oh, nice. Earth 616 is Marvel's main universe. Yes. The main Marvel universe. Yeah, you said that. Mysterio was lying. Yes, Mysterio was lying. That's probably a fact. I believe he was lying just to that scientific minds have always believed in the multiverse. You know what? That I think there's a in between truth to that. I think the theory and the story, I mean, the story that he was trying to create to lie to Peter was scientific. That because Peter is that type of person as well, he believed it, but it was actually a lie. The theory that multiverses create or exist is a theory till now it becomes real with the multiverse and everything that's happening. But it was so believed from Peter because as scientists, I think that's what they're explaining. They believe in that theory.
Wouldn't it be funny if Mysterio actually appears in Spider-Man 3 and he was like, I told you so.
I told you so. Yeah.
That's for sure. I told you so. Hey, kid, what's up? I know I'm dead, but I told you so.
Yeah. Marvel has a lot more Supermans. Hyperion is another one. Hyperion. I just laughed because he said Superman. You know. Man Dark.
Oh my god. There we go. That's his laboratory. So good.
Let's look for Hyperion. Hyperion. Hyperion versus Sentry. There's a Hyperion versus Sentry.
What if he plays both and then they cross the pass and then they fight? But it's Henry Cavill 2 times.
Yeah. Like him facing himself?
Yeah.
Hyperion Marvel. There we go. Yeah, here it is. Another. Oh no, but okay, I see how. I would kind of prefer. Let me share this. I'm like seeing this and I'm not sharing anything.
Exactly. Share with the audience.
Exactly. Share with the audience. You freaking selfish bastard. Yes, I'm sorry.
Oh, Eternal. Sweet.
Hyperion. There we go.
No, me gusta el otro.
I know. That's what I said. Yeah, that's what I was trying to
invoke. The other one is Henry Cavill in comic book form.
That's crazy. Nah, I like the other one. I don't want him as a hero. If he does another superhero movie, let him be a villain this time.
Yep, for sure. Woo!
For sure.
All right, so next, let's see. Last few comments that we got here. But Sentry is part of the Dark Avengers, so a villain. Yeah. So, I mean, the Dark Avengers are more like, yes, they're villains, but they're trying to bring justice in their own way. Pretty much. But yeah. Hyperion is an Eternal. Yes, I did not know that. That's actually good to know. And on his universe, got it. Well,
nice. That was fun.
That
was 10 more minutes of just talking.
Sure. Again, thank you guys so much for joining us. It's almost 3 hours. 3 hours. I don't know how we can bring this down. I think we're gonna have to cut in. If we want to bring this down,
there's no way. I've told John we need to bring it down to an hour, and he's like, but it's impossible. And I'm like,
I'm trying. I can't.
I'm trying. We love talking to you guys. Like we just spent 10 minutes just talking about random stuff, and I love it. So.
Yeah, and right here, this is why I think Agnes is going to be killed in WandaVision series. There are a ton of villains. Yeah, that might not be so far from the truth, but damn, man.
Sí, pero give her some good use, porque si algo sufre Marvel full of villains, except for like 2 or 3. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Again, thank you so much for being here. If you want to keep updated with what we do and updates on what we're planning on doing, just keep up with us. Follow us on Twitch, of course, on Facebook, on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter Dance as the Legacy Universe.
Oye, para los que estaban el viernes en Reload. Oye, ponlo.
Really?
No, I'm not going to do it. Pero
okay.
Los que vieron Reload el viernes saben lo que pasó.
That was so strange.
¿Sabes lo que mi baile de TikTok era? Mira. Mira, así. Y después
it was something so weird right there. Anyway, yes, thank you for following us on Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter as the Legacy Universe. And if you haven't, please just supporting, and we're trying to give you as much content as we want. By the way, And for those
But
who
by the
actually
way,
do love baseball, I'm actually going to start streaming heavy when this game releases on April, I think 15th, MLB The Show. I'm going to start streaming that game heavily. We're not going to steer away from our regular Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at all. I'm just going to add on days and hours to streaming MLB The Show. But yeah, just to give you a heads up, and then we're going to be playing more because I finally have the ability to know how to attach the Switch to the streams. So we're going to be jumping into Mario Karts, Smashes, Pokemon gaming, and stuff like that. So we're going to jump into all that, and Cuphead. I love Cuphead. Don't forget, Reload every Friday at 7 p.m. via Puerto Rico Comic Con's Facebook and YouTube. 7 p.m. That is Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Puerto Rico time until daylight savings shifts again, and Eastern will meet Pacific or Central or Atlantic or something time, or in the Caribbean, something. So yeah, thank you so much. And lastly, before we go and head out, we want to talk about the show that was redeemed via points and requested to watch by Aldros86, Demon Slayer. This is slated to be talked about on Spotlight of the Week 2 weeks from now, not next week on Spotlight of the Week, the week after. We're going to be talking about Demon Slayer as we've heard, one of the most, if not the most popular anime out there right now. I'm surprised that it actually is more popular than Dragon Ball. I honestly still don't think that it's more popular than Dragon Ball in terms of how commercial it is.
Dragon Ball is too long. I can't even watch Dragon Ball. That's too much to watch. I can't.
It is a lot.
I watch the movies too.
You think Dragon Ball? Check One Piece. One Piece has.
What? Which one is the one that your sister is watching that she's trying to accumulate the hours to finish it? The Academy, was it? My Hero Academy.
I have yeah, for sure.
I have
no idea. But sure to watch Redeemed with Legacy Points, Demon Slayer by Aldros86. This is going to be 2 weeks from now, that Wednesday. Thank you for redeeming your points, and we're actually going to continue. I have an idea that I'm going to give Ash. I can't tell you guys right now because she has to agree to it. And if she does, then I'll remind you on our live that, hey, remember the idea that I have for more points and all that kind of stuff? It got agreed on. You don't even know what it is. Oh,
it's a no for me. Sorry. No.
All right, so we'll leave you with one last thing. For those who actually were not here earlier, we want to show you one more time that we do have a merch store. Finally, Jesus, we got it. And we got our anniversary t-shirts in. We got the Legacy Universe t-shirts. We got our anniversary t-shirts. We got cups. We got different colors. We got our thumbs, a team push buttons. And we got, for the summer, we got our tank tops. We got our hoodies for the cold. Premium shirts that are super comfortable. The fabric is amazing. We already got ours, and we got to order more samples for us to wear. Different colors on almost every single one. Literally, team push buttons. More arts will be created, but for only this month because it is our anniversary of the Legacy Universe. We're going to be having the anniversary and the dates of our promoting anniversary t-shirts. In the back of it, it says level 1. I truly believe that you guys should really take advantage of these in particular because throughout the years, they will mean something with the levels. The levels will mean something. And depending on the levels that we are reaching, something's going to happen. We're not going to say anything, no what or anything. Just do your stuff. All right? So thank you guys again so much for being part of the universe and continuing to be part of our legacy, which you guys are our legacy. We are your legacy because you're a part of us.
Yeah.
We're a part of this together. So this is who we are.
In this together. I want to believe it. We're all in this together.